Turn on your mic.
Fix your balls.
Yeah, sometimes my balls hurt.
Dig them out.
Wow, we are officially back.
We're back.
We are back, and we are
On Twitch.
We are on Twitch. We are the Wrestling Dorks.
Twitch.
I am John, joined, as always, once again, to my left by the talker of talking, Sam. Welcome to the show.
I'm somewhat pleased to be here.
And coming in ass first into your frame, Jay Lucky.
That's
how she enters every room.
Is it on? There you
I don't know.
go.
Is it on?
It's on.
Is this thing on?
It's on.
Is it
Still
on?
numb from the diabetic nerve pain.
There you go. And welcome, Jay Lucky, to the show. Guys, it's
Alright.
good to be back.
Are you gonna live?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She enters every room ass first.
She kind of does. Well, as we determined on our last episode, the Lost episode, we'll talk about then. When she turns a corner, it takes her a while to turn the corner. So, there you go.
What, are you going for a tick grab already on Twitch?
No, I was just trying to be able to see
Jesus
you.
Christ.
I know, but I can't.
We
see,
don't
like,
need to see me. Why?
I don't know.
This
Don't
is
we need to
highly
make?
uncomfortable.
All right, then don't. All right, never mind. Then lean forward.
Imagine if we would have done this.
Although it helps with my double chin situation.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, imagine if we would have did this
Alright,
whole
stop.
like Wrestling Dorks and Twitch thing back with your ex-wife. You wouldn't have been able to see. You wouldn't have been able to push her back. You would have had to kick her out of the room.
Yeah, exactly. It wouldn't have been three people on one couch. I'll tell you that much.
Total eclipse of the Sam.
So, anyways, for those of you who are watching, I got to look right at the camera. Thank you very much for joining us on our brand new network, I should say, where we're at. No network.
You mean us?
Yeah, it's just us. We are here on Twitch watching SmackDown with you guys. What do we got going on right now? EC3.
This is the little promo they did for the 6 newbies that'll or the 6 call-ups, I should say, that'll
Yeah.
premiere at some point on SmackDown or Raw over the next, I don't know, couple weeks or month.
Which I feel like they're all mid-card shit anyways.
Because you're an idiot, yeah.
Well, Heavy Machinery is going to be mid-card shit.
That's one group. EC3 is a fucking main event.
He was mid-card on NXT. He's not going to be mid-card up here.
So Elias wasn't even barely on NXT. Braun Strowman was barely on NXT.
Yeah, I know. I hear you.
EC3 is the fucking man.
Well, all right.
Fucking
That
man.
so I can see the chat in case somebody.
There you
chats.
go. So you can chat with the people.
And Lars is going to get a rocket ship.
Oh, yeah.
up
He's
his ass,
definitely going to
too.
get a push. I wonder, when you did that, how much of your cleavage, because you, like, put it right into the camera.
We're
I
trying
can
to get
see
ratings.
down there.
Let her do it all.
Oh, yeah. Do whatever you got to do.
There's not much cleavage there.
So, anyways,
Sorry,
for those of
Twitch
you who are
viewers.
new to watching us on Twitch, Sam, should we go through our history here?
Our history of broadcasting?
Yeah, broadcast. I mean, I don't know how many new viewers we have on Twitch, but I've been promoting the shit out of this. You know, our big comeback. We've been off the airwaves for a month.
Well, we have a podcast.
Yes.
And first and foremost, if you're watching us on Twitch and you don't listen to our podcast,
What are you waiting
download
for?
our what? Yeah,
I said,
download
what are you
our
waiting for?
podcast.
Yeah.
The Wrestling Dorks, just search that on iTunes.
iHeartRadio, Spotify, Google Play, and you can also just go directly onto the direct player, which I put through Twitter. But anyways, we've been podcasting for damn near 3 years now. Broadcasting as the Wrestling Dorks. We took a right turn and went onto the Tapped Out Podcast Network for a good year and a half almost, and decided it was time to go out on our own.
Now we're making a trek out on our own. We're making a Cody Rhodes like move, and
We
we're
are
betting on ourselves.
Absolutely, we are.
Even though you're probably against what Cody Rhodes did because you're stupid piece of shit.
Well, there was money involved with Cody Rhodes. We weren't making any money, so like.
Oh, you think? I don't think Cody's about money. I think he took less money.
No, but my point is he was making money and left, and that's why I don't agree with it.
Okay.
In our situation, yes, we're doing a Cody Rhodes thing. We wanted to do our thing.
Yeah, but I mean, I think the main reason you left is the same reason that Cody left.
No, you're right, it is. But I'm saying I can understand why we did it because we weren't making any money
okay.
anyways. It's like he gave up a monster's paycheck, but he's got that dusty
more noble,
money.
So what he did was way more noble than us.
Yeah. Oh no, we're not noble.
Yeah.
We suck.
Yeah,
We definitely suck. Oh,
He's got,
good
he's got
brothers
Brandy
here.
Rhodes.
Yeah, he's good. I mean, I have my own Brandy Rhodes right here.
Yeah. Anyway,
Oh boy.
God.
So-
Listen, the viewers, they're gonna see right through your shameless kissing up.
Oh my God. No, it's not kissing up. It's the real deal. Thanks for watching. Please join in on the chat. Talk to us. Jay Lucky mans the chat, and she will respond to you either verbally or through typing. Sam likes to type insults at our people.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we did leave the Tapped
If
Out
it requires
Podcast
an
Network.
insult, I will pass it to Sam.
We've been twitching
I'm
for
lazy.
a couple months now, I guess. Maybe like this
Yeah,
is probably
this is maybe 4 or 5 Twitch episodes.
4 or 5
we've
Twitches.
done,
We're gonna make this into this is an every week thing, except for maybe over Christmas. We're not sure.
which is now. How about it?
Yeah.
We're trying to, get across a new medium. We know Twitch generally isn't used
Right.
for wrestling folks. It's more for video games, but
Right.
you
But
know, this gives you
something new.
better way to interact with us. You can see us.
Yeah, which that's not really that great of a thing.
But I always feel closer to like the people like
Oh,
when
absolutely.
Stern show got the show.
Oh,
For me
yeah.
that was huge. Like I got more into it. So
And again, if you are new to us, we like wrestling. We talk about wrestling, but that's not all we talk about. And that's gotten us in, I don't want to say in trouble, but it's gotten us some backlash
you
before.
like wrestling. I don't currently.
Oh, come on. But the McMahons came back. Big
true.
change.
So right now, if you're watching SmackDown, I guess we got
Oh.
a match, and it's the commercial. Usos and the Good Brothers.
Good Brothers are back on the television.
Yeah, they're a middling tag team.
We just missed Mandy Rose on the TV, and we couldn't broadcast at that point because Sam and I were too aroused during that. So
Are you allowed to be aroused?
I'm allowed to be aroused.
I don't think so.
You can be aroused, I guess.
Oh, that sounds like a no.
I guess.
Yeah, that was a definite no.
Anytime there's an I guess, if someone says it's a definite fucking no. Hey, do you mind if I go hang out with my friends, have a really fun day
Yeah.
without you?
I guess.
Sure, I guess. I mean, I'd still go.
Yeah, you'd still. Yeah. You'd be like, she said yes.
Yep, you're damn right.
Yeah, well, I don't know though. You and I talked earlier today that we're similar in a few things
And dissimilar in a lot.
and dissimilar in a lot. I actually made a list of things that Sam and I are similar and dissimilar in.
You made a list?
Oh,
well,
he's a list maker,
I'm a list maker. What was the things
That's
that?
an odd list.
Well, it was
So this started because you saw the infamous picture on Facebook of John.
There's an infamous picture on Facebook?
Yeah, you saw it. You were tagged in, or it was the one where has a picture at work with a coworker.
the Sarah.
And
Yeah,
his
my twin with the
fucking
gingerbread.
left hand, I guess it's his left hand,
Is like this.
It's just randomly floating out behind the person. And I was like, "What are you doing?" Well, I was dying. I saw it immediately, and he looks so uncomfortable. He's got one hand in his pocket, and no, the other one's not giving a high five.
The other one is just sticking straight out behind her
Yeah,
back, like
where she has her hand on him,
Yeah.
and he's got
Which I
no
feel
hand.
bad for her
So-
for having to touch me there, but
I find out that he doesn't believe in touching.
I'm not a physical contact. I don't know. Is that weird? But then we got into the whole thing about how I think it's my family.
Yeah, like I don't know, it's just weird for me. Like you're like, yeah, we don't, I'm not a hugger. I just don't like physical touching, and I'm like, I'm a physical toucher.
I'm a physical toucher.
Yeah.
I hug everybody.
Yeah, hugging like.
Yeah, I mean, is
I
that
actually
really
had
that weird?
This conversation today with
Really?
someone where I work because
What about ass slapping teammates and stuff? I feel like that's always a thing.
Sorry, our mixed board is on the ground because we don't have the perfect setup quite yet. But so when I lean down, you don't have to stop what you're doing. Just go ahead.
I was letting Sam talk.
Oh, you shouldn't do that. He never has
Oh.
anything good to say.
No, I was saying. So today I was talking with somebody at work about this, and the other day a girl came in, and she came in and she was like, "Oh, Jen," came up and gave me a big hug, and when she went to shake his hand, she shook his hand and held his other hand, and ended up shaking both, which I never took as a sign of a girl will do that. Like her reasoning was that she didn't know him and felt uncomfortable, so she took
Right.
his other hand so he couldn't do anything else with it.
Oh no!
So she had.
Oh, I see.
so like.
So
it-
she was
Oh,
playing
she
defense.
wasn't doing it too because
She was playing defense,
was
and
a
apparently
whole
that's a defensive tactic.
episode. Was it Simon? What show where the two-handed where you shake the hand, but then you make a hand sandwich with your other? She shook one hand and grabbed the other.
Yeah, she ends up
I
shaking.
would take offense at that.
She
Yeah,
actually
but
held
didn't
both
she
of-
have like a cross thing?
No. She
Oh.
somehow she had it just like I don't know,
I
but
think, what the
I didn't
fuck are you
realize
doing
that
to
was
my
a
hand?
thing.
That's really odd. Yeah. I mean, I guess whatever works. If she got to play some defense, I guess it worked out.
she
but-
didn't have to. She didn't know him, and
She
even
thought he
though
was gonna
even
go
though
for a
I knew
tip grab
him,
or
and I
something?
think he's awesome because it was Dean.
Right.
But-
Okay.
But like when he comes in, I mean, I know him. I don't
I
hug
thought you
him.
said
don't
I
ever
thought he
touch
was
him.
awesome because of his D.
I have never seen his D.
You don't need to see it, baby.
Yeah, you can just tell. SmackDown's back, by the way. We got the Usos
Yeah,
and
we
Good
don't
Brothers.
care about SmackDown.
All right, let's talk about
D's.
touching and D's.
Yeah, so touching. Yeah, I'm a toucher. Like
I'm a toucher.
I think you need like some type of like physical contact.
I don't agree. I mean, and the thing is, and I told you in the thing, I touch her a lot, and maybe.
Oh, do you? Another humble brag.
No,
from the
I don't
wrestling
mean that.
podcaster.
I don't mean that.
Ooh, I get a lot of
no,
touch.
I mean like she's my person to touch. Do you know what I mean?
I have a lot of people to touch.
Yeah, you just want to touch everybody.
No,
You
like,
both
yeah,
do.
like I saw my friend came home from like Texas. I gave him like a big hug.
Okay,
like,
so here's the thing, though. My family is extremely affectionate as well. Like,
Right.
If I go to a family event, we are giving hugs and kisses goodbye. That's just how it is. It
Yeah,
could take 2
it's-
hours to say goodbye to my dad's side of the family because there's, it's
Yeah, it does.
7 brothers, 1 sister. There's 9 of them, and all my cousins and all their kids. It could take 2 hours to say goodbye because we
It does.
hug and kiss everybody goodbye. You have, and we do, and that's just how I grew up.
John's house is like, fuck off, I'm out of here.
It pretty much is.
The first time I hugged his mom or his dad, or his mom, I think I hugged. Didn't you say that they were like
Well,
taken aback?
I'm sure
by
they
me,
were taken
aback
up. Yeah.
by me a little bit, kind of like because
Coming in
like,
for a hug and they're like,
They're like,
they're
where
like,
did-
what
what
do we
the-
do? What do we
looking
do?
at you. Like,
Like, I don't know, just go with it. I don't know.
What was that?
But yeah, I feel like I have a person that I'm supposed to be touching, and other people don't. First of all, my thing is I don't like to be touched. So I kind
and
of.
that came up the other day because we're talking about how this past weekend I went to get a facial and a massage,
Yeah.
and I really enjoy it. It's
I
it's
only
just
had a facial once and I loved it.
like I've had more facials than you.
Yeah, I've only
you
had
need to
one.
make things change, buddy. That
What?
Anyway, so I had
Wait, what kind of facial?
Wait, what are we talking about?
no. I mean like
Oh, we're going in a non-sexual.
yeah, no, like
Okay.
a legit facial.
I lost
Yes,
you guys there.
I've had one and it was amazing.
Yeah, like I had. This is the second one I've gotten. And it's just the woman I just had to do it. Like she's such a. I love the delicate touch on your face feels so nice, and all these different like creams and stuff they're putting on, and it's just nice to,
Some of it warm, some of it's cool.
yeah. Oh, then the super hot like towel
Yeah.
on your face feels so good.
Yeah.
And then I got a massage on Sunday morning, and that was nice. This lady wasn't.
I know
as
he really
strong-
got pampered. Yeah.
Was not as strong as the last lady that I had, because the last lady I had, I could tell, put more like pain into me, which I like the pain, like because I know it's like gonna feel better then, like getting the knots out of my back.
Right.
And this lady was like, "Oh, these are some really tough knots." I'm gonna be like, "Well, this lady got them out," but no, it's still good. It's relaxing, and it's got that super calming music. So yeah, I like the touch.
Yeah,
so
but
you couldn't be a wrestler then, because there's a lot of touching.
Yeah, I don't think I could. I mean, it'd be really tough. I'd really have to learn. I don't know. You always are offering to rub my feet, and I'm like, no.
Oh, that was so nice when she was rubbing my feet in the arches. Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, there you go,
See,
Sam.
this is why you play baseball, a non-touching sport.
Yeah, you don't have to touch anybody. I don't know, man. It's not. I don't ever think that's weird. I never thought of weird until you started telling me how much you go around just touching everybody.
I just
What?
go around, touch.
Well, and then that Facebook picture did kind of
Yeah.
point it out to me.
You look
But-
so uncomfortable.
Well, I was standing there and I was like, I really don't want to have my hand on this woman.
In his
Like,
defense, she is part of the HR department. Isn't
Exactly,
she?
so
Or
you're
not
safe.
really anymore. She used to be anyway.
yeah, no, she is. But yeah,
She put her hand on him first, and it's in a picture.
True.
so-
no, I get you, but
If anybody would ever say it looked like you'd be the one filing a complaint there, you look like you're ready to run for the hills.
I was. I just wanted the picture to be over with, and if they, of course, they took like 3 different ones, and I'm like,
Well, it's a
come on.
woman. They always take
Yeah,
like
they had-
17
yeah.
shots in case a certain angle or.
Well,
Of
I can tell
course.
you that sweater was not flattering from the front view because it's a gingerbread house and it goes out. I had that. That's why we were twins.
Yeah, it was the ugly sweater thing.
It was ugly on me. It
When's
was
that
way
gonna
better on her.
stop?
It's
Is that
not.
played out by now.
No,
No.
it's a
It's a
thing.
thing.
It
Yeah,
might not go forever,
Yeah,
but
I
it
don't
certainly
like
is
it.
a trend
I
right
never
now.
have. I liked it when it was real sweaters we had back.
Right.
In the
Oh
day.
no, yeah, that was way
That
cooler.
was cool because those weren't meant to be ugly fucking sweaters.
Right.
Those were just sweaters people thought were good,
ugly.
and then we turned.
Yeah, I
now
know.
they actually, it's like an actual thing. Like it's gotten big. Like people design like sweaters for it, and
Yeah. Oh yeah, the one I bought a llama sweater.
Right,
That,
right.
You know what I mean? No, I totally agree. I mean, I should be wearing the sweater vest to the ugly sweater party.
yeah, like that. You should wear what you think.
I think I look damn good.
I think when people turn this on, they're like, oh,
The very first year I ever did the ugly sweater thing, and I think you too. I think we actually went to Goodwill and got like sweaters people actually wore.
Right, yeah,
that were
that's a better
actual
idea.
and
sweaters,
I might
and
do that. Although now I have a sweater, but Yeah, I mean, I ended up spending like $50 for our 2 sweaters at Target, which I shouldn't have done that, but it was like last minute and we had to do it. So
You could bought a lot of subs for that.
I just realized that you're logged in to that as not Wrestling Dorks, so doing the chat won't make any sense. You know what I mean?
Why did you log me in as not wrestling?
I can go back in and log you in as Wrestling Dorks.
Oh.
Yeah.
I should log myself into
like-
something random and start fucking.
So what were some of the other similarities and
But
differences
then I
that
would
we
make
had?
you answer, and then you'd just be talking to yourself.
True. What the hell was I gonna? I had something to play off of.
I thought you were gonna go deeper into my.
And then no, the sweaters came up, and I was
Insanity.
gonna say something about that, and then I think I got cut off what I was thinking. Anyway, just other similarities.
Well, wrestling, of course.
Wrestling.
Wrestling is the reason we're doing this whole
Even
thing.
though like
which
wrestling,
SmackDown's in a commercial
we
again.
disagree on a lot of wrestling stuff.
We do, but we still love it. You say you don't, but you do.
I mean, as a whole, I love it. Right now, I think it's absolute shit.
Yeah. Gonna log
But I
back
just
into the
bought a
chat
bunch of
here.
wrestling shirts, so I can't.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
What'd you
You bought a
get?
wrestling shirt?
Yeah. I got a bunch of. I should. I'm saving one to wear out a certain time with you guys, but I got a Ric Flair one.
Nice.
It's got him. It's like a black shirt, but it's Ric Flair in a pink robe. Got that, and then I got another one.
Wow.
I'll have to.
Ooh.
I'll break it out sometime for you guys.
A surprise one.
Yeah, I like
I
this.
like it.
Yeah, it'll be funny. And what else do we have on there? So some similarities were fat,
I need a new shirt.
poor.
I would like a Becky Lynch
You have
shirt.
a Dave Ambrose. You have a Dave Ambrose shirt.
I mean, that knockoff you got me.
It's not a knockoff.
Dave Ambrose.
Oh, I'm like, what a second. What do you think?
We should start our own federation with guys like
Dave Ambrose and JT
Steve
Styles.
Rollins.
JT Styles.
No, I like Dean Ambrose.
The Osus.
But I think I need another one. I think I need like Becky Lynch or something.
All right, I get.
I
want
have
Becky
loved
the
Lynch?
man.
Yeah,
because
wants to
I
be
have
man.
I have loved
she was
her
the man
since
in this
NXT
relationship.
days.
she's not the man in this relationship.
Oh, she's the man.
Wait a second.
I am.
She wears the pants.
The
Look at
man.
those things.
No, well, those are some awesome pants. All right,
I
there you
am
go.
the
So now
man.
You can get in there and. Did you want to type something to the people or?
No, they
Oh,
can hear
okay.
me.
Get in there and talk on the chat here, people. I see that 3 of you are watching, so talk.
We got 3 people's watching.
We've had since the beginning.
That's
I know 3. That's 3 more than I thought we'd have, but yeah,
that's equal to the amount of people that are on this podcast.
yeah, it's true. It's actually just each of us are logged in.
Sam?
So
Sanity
weird holding
attacking?
this. I just feel like I'm just.
Sanity running.
I'm sorry, honey. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm talking wrestling here for the first time in my life. You see what's going on here?
Sanity runs in and destroys
run
these
in
guys. Wow.
taking teams out. Killian Dane.
What are your thoughts on Sanity as a non-XT guy, Sam?
Well, I had some experience with what's his face from TNA.
Apparently not that much experience.
No,
Doesn't know his name.
does he still have the same name?
Yeah.
It's weird how they can keep the same name. Like,
Well, I guess if it's their real name,
oh, is that his real name?
I think it is. Yeah.
But like EC3 is Ethan Carter the third. They probably won't call him Ethan Carter the third.
no, he's EC3. He was in NXT.
Right, but he was EC3 in TNA.
Right.
So, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's interesting they kept him EC3.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Like, because that's not his real name, Ethan Carter the third.
Oh, really?
No, yeah, the way he was introduced in the TNA was Dixie Carter, who ran TNA's nephew.
Oh.
So, like, he's actually like technically his character is the nephew of the person that ran TNA.
Huh.
But yeah, he's good shit. But yeah, it looks like the bar now picking the bones. They have matching sweatpants or some type of pants.
Yeah, I don't know. They're a little tight to be sweatpants. And I know all about tight pants because I don't wear
They're
them.
like joggers.
Yeah, joggers maybe. Yeah. Yeah, we know you don't wear sweatpants. Only
I
lazy
don't.
slobs ever relax.
Yeah, pretty much.
I was so lazy I didn't change. How about that? I would normally change out of my work clothes and put on yoga pants.
You can certainly go change if you want. I mean,
I
we're going to be
might.
here a while.
This is what I wore to work as well.
Yeah, we're in no rush to create like a succinct podcast right now. We're just doing our show live while you guys watch along with us. Welcome to our feed if you're just joining us. Thank you very much. Oh,
Oops.
yeah, maybe we could do that.
Oh, I thought that was like a
No,
person. No, we're terrible.
it wasn't a person.
All right.
I'm gonna
I
drum
didn't
up some
turn
heat.
You can drum up some hate.
I said I should drum up some hate on there. Like, just start
Go ahead.
Let me see who's watching.
Here.
Let's see if I can figure this machine
I'm
out.
kind of hoping that some of our super fans are joining us. We've got a couple of people that follow us and follow us everywhere we go.
Super fans.
Well, you have a
4
super
viewers. Ask me.
You have a super fan, don't you? Jay Lucky?
Nobody has super fans.
Oh, okay. Jeez.
That sounds awful. Super fan sounds like stalker.
No. I just meant like somebody that actually like follows us and cares about us and stuff like that. All right, never mind.
Yeah, you made it sound like a whack packer.
Yeah, you made it sound weird. Like, somebody,
right.
you have a super fan.
Never mind. Nobody has super fans. I never said the word.
We got a good shot of your
fan,
crotch
it
on this
sounds like-
podcast.
But why we got?
On this Twitch.
Oh, do we? Oh shit.
Got your legs all splayed open.
There we go. How about I do that? My feet don't touch the floor. That's why I have to come up with a special, which I got made fun of for
It's
that
amazing
earlier.
your feet don't. I guess because like I'm not that much taller.
Is your
My feet
ass
comfortable.
all the way against the back?
Like
Yes. His feet still are good.
is your your feet are like a foot off the floor. What the place is
I
going
think
on?
it's because I'm really short here, like this.
Maybe maybe there's like a significant.
And my knees are way back.
The best thing is I don't have long legs. Believe me. And this fucker
My feet
obviously
are right
don't
here.
have long fucking legs.
Fuckers.
And he wears jeans that are way longer than mine. I wear 30s. He wears 32s.
These are 30s that I bought when Sears was closing.
Oh, yeah. You said the ones you were willing to get
And
30s.
see, I hate that I see my socks there because they're short.
But you're sitting.
I gotta make sure.
Look, I sit in I wear, it's like I'm wearing capris. Don't mind my slippers.
I'm sure people, like we said earlier, we could probably do a lot of things with you that you would think are innocuous.
Ooh,
and
yeah, we
get-
could do a lot. Oh, five viewers.
Sam, what are you doing? Is it because, did you say anything in the chat?
No, there's nothing in the chat.
No,
I'm trying to
did you
figure out who it is.
Oh, I thought
If
maybe
there's a way to see like who's watching. Down to 4 viewers. They got up to 5.
So, what were some of the other similarities and differences? What would you think are some of the
Oh,
similarities
here we
and
go.
differences?
Oh, nice. Shout out to my friends, Lori and John watching,
Nice.
and the
Hello.
other people
Hello.
I do not know.
That's good.
And everybody we don't know, do not know.
Yeah, everybody we know and don't know, welcome to the SmackDown Live viewing party. It's not really a party. It's going to be our weekly goings on here as we record the podcast. Wrestling Dorks podcast. Check us out on Twitter at Wrestling Dorks. I also opened up a Patreon page for us, patreon.com/The Wrestling Dorks. You can also email us if you don't like to chat live. You can email us your questions and everything to thewrestlingdorks@gmail.com. So there you have it. There's all the plugs. Got that out of the way. I'll probably throw that out there a few more times because we now are our own promotion.
We are.
We don't have Tapped Out anymore, unfortunately. But it was our choice to go. I shouldn't say unfortunately. It was a good move.
All right, I'm just typing some things here so you can keep fucking talking. You're worth a
Okay.
second shit.
Oh.
Wow. I mean, another one of our big differences between Sam and I, let's see.
We're Felix and Oscar. You're very tidy and neat.
Oh,
and
yeah. I should show you that shoe thing that I got. He was very impressed that I got the shoe thing.
I wasn't impressed. I was fucking worried for his fucking...
What?
Because you're such a... Your action cannot be completed. What do you mean I can't send that? That took me 4 hours to type. The fuck?
How much are you typing? You can't put like a...
It was
fucking
3
paragraph.
sentences.
Just do one at a time and hit send.
Nope, can't be completed. Chat's not working. Son of a bitch.
Let me try on my end.
Yeah.
Yep, that worked. Did it pop up for you?
No.
All right. Well, maybe get out of there. Maybe we're not watching it live.
I don't know.
Let me see.
Anyway, so yeah, you got this shoe caddy, I'll call it, where you can put all your little shoes into one little spot so they're all together. I say nuts to that. All right?
Why?
Because it's too organized. It's not my thing. Obviously, that's one of the things we're opposite in is
He wouldn't be that organized had we have more space in the closet for his shoes.
Well, yeah.
he's
I
Mr.
would've-
Organization. Although I said to him today, too, the one thing we're both willing to do is spend money we don't have. I was like,
That's a similarity.
Yeah.
Definite similarity. I was like, yep, I'm always willing to spend
Yeah,
shit I don't have.
especially if it's...
So, yeah. Like, fuck it. I'm like, meh, it's only money.
Yeah. Well, like, I think this all kind of started... Actually, I know exactly how this started. because I told him that I would like to buy you that New Year's Eve dress, and I said, it's probably however much it is, and and he goes, and that's when he said, that's one thing we have in common is that we will spend money we don't have to keep our women happy. We both will do that.
And you're willing to spend money on a dress where your fucking grand plan is just to have the dress off.
Yeah, I know. Isn't it crazy? Like, I will spend that much money to put a dress on just so you can take it back off a few hours later.
You should realize how much we spent to go to this dinner.
Yeah, what the hell's up with this
On top
chat?
of that.
You better at this dinner get ready to drink your face off.
Yeah.
Get your money's
Heck
worth.
yeah, it's open bar.
Yeah, the chat worked over there. I don't know if maybe it's because we're logged into two things at once.
As of right now, I think what I'm doing for New Year's Eve is casino by myself. That's what it's looking like.
I was wondering why this thing was all jacked up. Maybe if Idiot Box over there didn't have it upside down, maybe it would have worked
Oh
correctly.
my god.
Oh my goodness.
It had nothing to do with it.
I'm pretty sure it
Oh, they're
did.
showing the Raw.
Oh, yeah,
from
so
You
last
have
night,
to
the
you have to
McMahons
justify it up and down so you can type
coming out.
and see the viewers. That's how I could see the viewers. You fuck. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna do New Year's Eve. I think at the casino.
Really?
Yep. Gonna be there
Oh,
with
there
all.
you go. It worked.
all
Did we
the,
determine how old is Vince? Is he late 70s?
yeah, in his 70s.
Yeah, he's in his 70s. But, Sam, so what did you think of that? The McMahon's coming out.
Shocked. I mean, it was almost like they were admitting, like, things have sucked lately, but I don't think really anything's going to change. I just think they did that to act like, hey, we care type thing.
Right. But
It's
isn't
Christmas Tuesday? Oh, they're doing a Christmas one. That's right. They're
Yeah,
airing
here you go,
Christmas
Sam.
Day.
Yeah,
It's
it's that.
working
This
now.
is taped tonight. Like the Christmas episode.
Everything- yeah, everything for next week.
Oh, it is working, baby.
Oh,
How'd you
oh.
fix it? You
I
worthless
see.
sack of
I
shit.
turned it not upside down.
No, it always goes like this. This is how you do it.
Yeah, but I think you're still holding it upside down.
That's
Can
still
you-
what? No, it's
I understand
Apple
what you're
software
saying,
wouldn't
but can
affect.
you just turn it? All right, just try it again.
And idiot.
All we're trying to do is to get everybody involved in the chat. That's what we're doing here.
No, it wasn't. I just typed in "he's an idiot" and it came up. So
Okay, so it's not because it was upside down.
hello.
It's because I'm an idiot.
Okay, there you go. Something else you both have in common.
So yeah, so oh wait, what is the New Day having to say here?
He didn't even catch that.
I know.
Yeah, he's
Wait, what'd you
struggling.
say? What'd you say?
She said, you called me an idiot, and she goes, yeah, that's something else you guys have in common.
Oh,
He said because he's an idiot, and then you said he's an idiot, or something. I said that's something else you both have in common.
and we're both idiots. Ha, 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 ha. There weren't all that many similarities. It was more differences. Like, I need him to stop typing. I'm nervous about what he's going to tell our viewers.
I'm not telling nothing. You fucking talk. What happened to your talking box?
No, I'm good. I could talk. I just was. I'm like wondering what he's going to put.
What are you
Oh, okay.
worried about?
I don't know. I feel like you're going to put like last time you
you're
put like
watching. I didn't type anything last time.
last time you put like hey fuckers or dumb shits or you fat lards or something like that and made fun of our friends.
You're so. You're very.
Oh, here comes the new Daniel
nervous.
Bryan on his way out to the ring. What do you think? You like the new Daniel Bryan?
No, I didn't
No.
like the old Daniel Bryan.
Oh.
I've never liked
What?
Daniel Bryan.
Well, tell us. Why don't you like Daniel Bryan?
I just don't like him. I don't know.
That's a great
I've
reason.
never-
They don't call her the best
I-
color man in the business for nothing.
I just never got into him. I don't know. He never.
Not good looking enough for you.
No, it's not that. I never liked anything about his gimmick. Like nothing. Just nothing.
Well, his gimmick now is totally different than his other.
And I
gimmick.
don't like it either.
This is. I love this.
That's a great sign.
Yeah, that they stole that from the one last night.
Ah,
Yeah,
all right, well, whatever.
since it was a great sign in the front row. It said, I wasted resources to make this Daniel Bryan sign.
That's not bad.
I'm hoping there's a few signs next week on Raw that like say like yes, this is the same person in the front row. Since they taped 6
Yeah.
hours, or they did Raw live last night and they taped 3 hours of next week's, and I'm sure they're doing the same thing tonight.
That's pretty
So,
crazy.
I've
I
not looked at spoilers, and I won't for next week.
No, I won't look
Even though
for
I
next-
probably won't watch because it's wrestling and it sucks.
Oh, give me a break. It's not gonna suck anymore. The McMahons came out
No, it's
last
probably
night.
gonna suck. But I do like this Daniel Bryan. I love the, the character he's playing. Does it very good.
Yeah, I mean he's just basically an
Like,
asshole.
How good is he? Like to go from somebody that was that popular to now he gets booed.
Yeah.
that takes talent.
Yeah, no, it was pretty
And
cool.
it's not like he killed somebody.
He just kicked one guy in the nuts. Just had to find the one
Well, that's
guy
the
that was
guy
over.
everybody gets kicked in the nuts.
Yeah.
I mean AJ gets kicked in the nuts by everybody.
Yep. Oh, please, whatever. So you don't think that the McMahon's coming out last night is
He
actually
killed the yes
gonna change
movement.
anything?
No.
No? I mean, it didn't last night. That's the crazy part. They're like, we're doing changes, and then it was a tag team fatal 4-way match of the same 4 tag teams.
Yeah, and I knew the Revival was winning that because that was basically their payback for losing the Lucha House Party all those times.
I mean, and Seth Rollins name dropped them last week also. Same.
Yeah, and same as the main event, I knew Natty was going to win that because.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I figured she would because basically, it's all part of your dad died. Your dad died push, and we got to use your dad dying as part of a storyline.
Right.
And now, you could have the Mega Powers explode, Natalia and Ronda, even though nothing happened. They just kind of teased it.
Stare down.
Which I don't know if anything will actually happen because they have the match next week. That's already happened. If you're watching us and you know what happened,
Don't
I'm
put it in the chat.
I'm sorry for acting like I don't know. I mean, not acting. I don't know, but sorry for you're watching a podcast where we're not going to get spoilers. But hey, just be happy I watched the goddamn match. All right.
Yeah, you actually put in some hours of watching wrestling this week.
I had some time.
You watched TLC this week too, right?
Yep.
What'd you think?
Yep. I enjoyed a couple matches.
I mean, I know the Eagles game was going on at the same time.
Yeah,
so it was tough.
and it was a great. Yeah, the Eagles game was way better than TLC. The main event was very good.
Love the main event.
I felt like they held everything back, so the main event would be that much better.
Yeah, no, it definitely was an awesome end to that pay-per-view. And I'm glad it main evented. I mean, it made sense.
Rollins with another getting booed and boring chance.
Yeah.
CM Punk chance.
What is up with that? I guess he's not going to be the next.
They're saying Vince was furious because they were booking him versus Lesnar at Mania, but possibly. I mean, I just think too. There's a lot of factors that go into it. His character is different than it was before.
Yeah.
Now that he's a face versus heel, and B, I mean, this storyline versus Ambrose. I mean, it was kind of forced because originally Ambrose was probably going to turn on Roman.
Yeah.
And they kind of had to change it a little bit.
Do you feel like there's just something missing with Seth? Like he doesn't have that it factor thing? You know what I mean?
He got put on late in the night in the middle of after AJ Bryan and before the women's match. So,
right.
That's usually the spot they used to put all the bad matches that nobody cared about.
Right.
So it was a tough spot to go in, and I don't know, just a lot of the matches lately suck. They're repetitive.
Well, they're repetitive. That's what it is. With especially with Rollins, you're going to get the superplex Falcon Arrow thing. You're going to get a dive between the ropes.
I just meant that the
splash.
same people have matches all the time, and there's no new formulas that they're using for matches.
Yeah.
It's the same tried and true. And now the product's been so overexposed for all these years. Back in the day, you wouldn't have these guys facing each other except for at pay-per-views.
Right.
And they would do these matches a million times, but they're doing a million times at house shows.
Yeah.
Now they're doing them a million times on TV and just meh.
Well, and some of those matches at TLC were Raw matches. It was McIntyre, you know what I mean?
Is that why you had nachos? Because it was Raw?
Yeah. Yeah, we had to have nachos. I mean, we've been through this before. If she doesn't get her nachos for the week, she turns into...
What type of streak are you on with have you weekly nacho streak?
Weekly nacho streak. We didn't keep track.
Do you think you've passed the Yankee Clipper at this point?
It's pretty damn far. I got to tell you, we haven't taken a week off from nachos in a damn long time.
Yeah, you should have been keeping track, and once you passed fucking DiMaggio, you should have put up a big post about it.
I'm going to put out speaking of post, I'm going to put out a little tweet here asking people to join us, more people to join us
bring
here.
Them on in. Yeah. We might have one of those people following us could have been our friend from Sheets.
That's true.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the ongoing debates here on the Wrestling Dorks.
It's not a debate.
It is a debate.
The question.
Actually, you're right.
I'm sorry, Sheets fan. Wawa crushes you.
No.
Get better.
No, incorrect. Sheets dominates Wawa, and I don't even know. It's his fucking. We've been through this.
Yeah, and all you
Philly
do
bias.
It's because Philly bias.
It's his
which
Philly
is the dumbest
bias.
thing I've ever heard.
The sandwiches are lesser.
Why would Philly bias affect me when I've known Sheets for longer than Wawa?
Because Wawa has an association with Philly.
I don't
You've been
care about
brainwashed,
that.
my friend. I'm sorry.
You
probably like Dunkin' Donuts
I've already
too.
proved that wrong. I do like Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh, look at
That has
that!
nothing to do with Philly. It's
Free
Boston.
coffee for Eagles fans.
Oh You would lose every debate if there was a debate club because I prove your point wrong. I don't like Philly cheesesteaks. I love everything Philly. I would like Philly cheesesteaks.
I'm talking about brands here. Like the brand goes.
Geno's, Pat's, garbage.
The brand does a green thing, and he's like, I like that now more than the other things. Like, it's crazy.
It's not true. The
Yes.
Wells Fargo Center has the Flyers and Sixers, and I hate Wells Fargo.
Yeah, all right. That doesn't quite count, but I hate them too. It's all right.
That we should get that trending on Twitch.
What?
Wells Fargo is awful.
It probably already is.
I mean, we could
Oh,
just
Mustafa Ali. I wonder if they're going to make him into a thing. Do you think they're going to make Ali into a thing?
I like, though, that they're incorporating a couple 205 Live guys, getting him some exposure on the main brand. Is he supposed to be Sub-Zero or something with that? Or, like, he had, like, the mask thing over his face.
I don't know. I was
and
trying to figure that out.
And here comes Alan Jones. So what are our followers at? 1,000 yet? I'm not followers, viewers.
We're pretty much up to 1,000.
Flip me the thing so I can do a viewers check.
Yeah, do a viewers check. What were we talking about? Oh, the Sheets Wawa. I mean, where do you stand? And don't say you don't care. You're you probably don't care.
We are trending.
Good.
And by trending, I mean we have 4. I'll take 4. Where do you stand on the debate?
I don't know. I tend to go to Sheets more just because he goes to Sheets more.
Yeah, so forces you into Sheets.
Well, no, but I mean, I like most of the time. I like when I get there.
Ooh, most of the time. Sounds like you've had a bad experience.
She did. She did have a bad experience.
I've had a couple.
Every place has a bad experience. It's just the fact that, and look,
it says we have 4 viewers, but in the chat, I see users in chat. There's like 10.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Pamelot's in here.
Oh, welcome. Thank goodness. There we go.
We've got the positivity bot, which wants me to believe it's probably some type of Twitch bot.
Oh, I was supposed to be blocking them. I put in a thing to block them.
Why would we want to block bots?
I don't want fakes.
Oh, yeah. Give us fakes. Dude, most of your followers are fakes.
Oh.
No, they're not. My followers approaching 600 are real.
You're full of shit. If we have fake followers and you have fake followers.
I don't ever lose any in the Twitter purges. She says the new studio looks great.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Doesn't John look awful though?
I should show what studio we were gonna be in. Do you want me? Should we transport ourselves to the other studio?
Christmas?
Yeah, the Christmas studio. I can do that real quick while we're sitting here fucking around with the
where everybody disappears except for me.
No, I'm gonna move closer to you. So
great. Everybody's gonna gang up on me again.
Sam, you want to gang up on her here? And
I don't want to get
too
close.
It's a good thing I don't mind touching.
Yeah. Good thing you don't have touching issues.
I don't have touching issues.
I'm gonna touch too.
Everybody touch me. It's not that
we're gonna
kind of
transport
show.
ourselves temporarily to the studio that I was gonna be. Don't get freaked out by that. It'll load up in a second. So that's what everybody's seeing right now. Does it look like that on there yet? Oh, good. Nope. It's a little bit behind.
Yeah, it's probably like 30 seconds behind.
Yeah. There we are. It's our live Christmas show.
Oh, I'm still there. It knows me. It must remember from last
Except
time.
you're missing your arm.
You're missing your arm. There you go.
Wait, so is John.
Oh, I'm glad.
There we go. Don't look.
Oh, look, I can disappear if I move. Oh, I put the microphone in front of my face.
It's so nice next to this fire. It's nice and warm. The stockings are hung by the chimney with care.
We're going to go do a couple on location shoots, I think.
And we should.
I blend in with the black background.
Back in black.
You're right, though. It looks like it.
And I look super thin.
It cuts off our hair.
Except I'm bald.
Yeah, you're bald.
You're going to be bald one day, probably.
You're a bald, thin
probably.
woman. All right.
That happens.
We can go back to our regular
I like it, too. It like outlines my hair. It's actually kind of nice.
But anyways, that's the fancy.
I'll say you look good.
What, don't I normally, motherfucker?
I know, that was...
No, look at the rest of
like,
it's cutting off part of my head, my body, and you look good.
It catches your feet or your foot when it goes up.
The foot?
Yeah. It's kind of surprising. Yeah, anyways, that was my fun little toy that I got for myself.
Sam looks very distorted.
Yeah, you're all cut out now, buddy.
You got like a very odd shape.
Camelot says, watch that fire, Jay Lucky. She
trying.
is that fire.
Oh, jeez. All right, let's go back to the regular studio here. We're very happy to be live with you guys here. Anyways, what was I talking about?
I don't know. You're probably doing something and you've caught the Jay Lucky.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to tweet and.
Now I'm trying to engage the chat. So Jay Lucky entertain these
It's the
motherfuckers.
Jay Lucky Show.
Oh, God.
Sorry, viewers.
So we've been replaced on Tapped Out, Sam.
No, I mean, I wouldn't say replaced. I'd say they just have new talent.
They filled the spot.
Okay, there you go. They filled our spot.
Not just my spot, not just your spot, not a liver spot, but my spot.
It was, huh?
I mean, that was the whole thing. You know?
Was that
God.
a thing?
Yeah.
What is that?
God, you didn't watch wrestling. I forgot.
What
NWO. That was a
Nah.
whole promo that
I
Kevin
didn't.
Nash cut on like Arn Anderson when they were coming into like WCW, and he came out with like a pillow basically shoved up his shirt and did like a whole Arn Anderson thing. Yeah. Anyway, those of us
Sorry, I
in the-
missed that.
Those of us hardcore fans in the know.
Oh, here we go. He's gonna make fun of how I don't like Wawa. I don't like wrestling. I don't
So
like.
you flat out don't
sports.
like Wawa.
No. I like Wawa. Wawa's
Okay, 'cause
fine.
you
I
just
just
said I
Sheets
don't-
is way better.
Okay.
No, I said you were gonna bust on me saying I don't like Wawa.
No, you just think Sheets is way better.
Yeah, Sheets is way better. I mean,
And
it's
I
not-
think
it's-
Sheets is meh. That's not bad. It's meh.
No, see, I don't
Wawa's
even think
better.
Wawa is meh. I just think Wawa is good. Because, and I've said it before on the podcast, and you're probably tired of me saying it. This is pretty much the only area in the country where you have this kind of like intense convenience store wars.
Does Sheets have
From what I've read online.
Super PA lottery machine? Wawa does.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Yeah, they have a Super PA lottery machine. They have Diet Dew on tap. I mean, you can't. That right there is like 6 points.
Yeah,
ahead.
it doesn't matter. Wawa has the Coke Freestyle.
Yeah, but they don't have Mellow Yellow Grape, so fuck them.
Nobody has great.
Nobody has it.
What you can't?
No.
Well, they don't have grape period, do
No,
they?
No,
he
they
can't,
do.
He can't get mellow yellow grape. He
You can get. You know
grape.
what's fucked? You can get Sierra or Sprite grape. You can't get Mellow Yellow
I
grape.
thought you could before.
Probably-
That's something that
maybe it
changed.
just
It's
wasn't
something
popular.
that changed. Yeah, it should be. It's popular as shit.
I thought it was just
I
whatever
don't think it's
flavors they
popular. I
had
think
you
it's
could
just
get.
you.
I think it's because when it like the color it comes
sounds
out, it's
disgusting.
green and purple mixed together. It's yeah.
Gross.
No, it's good.
Gross.
It's good.
Gross. Which is why they took it off.
No, it's.
They're
but,
like, nobody's drinking this gross mix of mellow yellow
and so,
grape.
but
Here, actually, they made a post on Twitter about it. As soon as
Did
you said
they?
that, yeah. So Coke Freestyle has a Twitter account. We removed Mellow Yellow Grape and Mellow Yellow Zero Grape to
Right.
add 20 new brands. But on the Freestyle app, you can mix Mellow Yellow and Fanta Grape. So the you can't put the grape like flavor
Right.
in. And then one guy tweeted, "That's not the same, not even close. Terrible
not.
decision.
Yeah, it wouldn't
I'm not
be.
even excited to see this guy's basically you."
yeah, he probably.
Wow.
That's awesome.
So
Can-
there's an
log in
app you
under
can
a
have on your phone to
pseudonym?
control the machine.
yeah, apparently you can like log in and make your soda like combination.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is pretty cool.
Well, there
Sheets
you
does
go.
not have that.
You're satisfied now.
Because now this guy over here, by the way, so you can see that he's on the wrong side of history. So he's a Sheets guy. He's also a Pepsi guy. And yes, you may
Yeah.
have seen me drinking Pepsi Zero because this is like a Coke airport. This is a Pepsi house.
This is the Pepsi house. It is. This is a Pepsi house, right?
This is a
So,
Pepsi house. I do
obviously,
have a Diet Coke downstairs.
He's on the wrong side of that
and a
as well.
Coca-Cola, but you are not doing sugary beverages.
Yeah, Pepsi Zero is good. But yeah, so now Pepsi has a freestyle machine, but they're like,
They do.
Yeah, I told you about that because it's in
This is
the
in Vegas. I've
yeah, it's
seen
in the
it.
casinos in Vegas.
Yeah.
It's shitty. I mean, the only thing to get on it is Mountain Dew and just put.
Yeah, I mean,
flavor. You make your own code
I've
red
done like
basically.
Yep, I was just gonna say
Yeah,
that
of
cherry
course,
and
we're
tied
fat.
to, yeah, we're fat.
Yeah,
See,
Code
we agree
Red.
on that.
Code Red's like one of the fattest
See, and that's-
sodas going.
But that's the thing with Sam and I. We agree on things, but we don't. Like, we both like wrestling, but we have disagreements. We both love soda, but he's a Coke guy and I'm a Pepsi guy. We both love convenience store food, but he's a Wawa guy and I'm a Sheets guy. So we have our similarities, but our differences. And my shoes are all tucked nice and neat into a
My
thing.
shoes are everywhere.
Oh God! And he said are all sneakers too.
Oh, that was great. Yeah, you look at his shoes all laid out. There's like no sneakers in there. All I do is get different kinds of sneakers. It's amazing. Like it's completely different. Pamelot, I said, does anybody in this chat think wrestling is even a 5 on a scale of 1 to 10 right now?
Yeah.
She states she thinks so. She thinks it's good that Vince spoke about it and believes that he's going to shake things up.
Oh, so you actually think it's going to
She's a
get
Vince
better?
believer.
You're a believer.
I like that they addressed it.
Yeah.
Because it is. I didn't like when they did that whole thing where they had Seth Rollins and
Where he addressed it the
Baron
week
Corbin.
before.
Yeah, when they had them
Well,
try to do
the
like
thing-
the
Sorry, I didn't mean to talk over
thing
you.
talking about how it sucks and stuff.
The thing that I did not like is that they brought the McMahons out, and then
You're the authority.
and they berated Corbin for making shitty decisions when it's been the McMahons making
Right.
shitty decisions.
So
it's like they used him as the
Yeah.
scapegoat for things they had
Right.
been
Well,
doing.
that was their way of like. I think if you're a smart or something like that was their way basically of saying like, "Hey, we're beating up us," kind of.
I guess, okay. Yeah, because I guess Vince isn't going to come out and say, I've done fucked up the last few months.
I mean, and Corbin got hellaciously. Hey, we always talk about you want to get your heels nuclear heat. Well, that
Yeah.
And people's like, oh, it's X-Pac go away heat. I don't care if you can get booed that. How come when Roman Reigns gets booed out of the building, you're like, that's a reaction. That's good. Baron Corbin gets booed out of the building. You're like, Baron Corbin sucks.
Yeah.
Baron Corbin does not suck. He has the greatest entrance music going,
does.
and they keep cutting it off so freaking early.
I know.
I'd bring him back as a
As
face
long as they get that,
on the entrance music alone.
yeah, I can't sing it now because of my voice.
Your voice is shot.
Yeah, I worked a lot of LA the last few days, and 2 of those days were out in the rain and cold.
And for a second, I was going to say, why does valet use up your voice? But
No, but just running around in the cold and
caught a
rain.
cold.
Yeah, I definitely caught a cold. And I'm actually, as of yesterday, I wasn't sure if I'd be able to broadcast tonight
Oh,
because my
my God. Folks, imagine if we didn't have JB here, good old JB, for the podcast. It would have just been Jay Lucky and I, and ratings would have been sky high.
What would you two have done?
Oh, wow.
Look, she shudders to think.
Yeah,
She's like, ugh.
Well, we like touching.
that's right.
Yeah, well,
I could just
You
sat here
wouldn't-
and been like,
you wouldn't after he was doing the touching.
She'd no longer like touching.
Yeah,
She could close her eyes.
she'd give up touching.
she could close her eyes.
Jeez. Yeah, but I'm saying the touching would be well. Okay.
Oh, you don't think I just because I'm large, you don't think I know how to touch a woman?
Yeah, exactly.
You couldn't smooth a silk sheet with a dame.
I
lost
lost
my
my train of thought.
Yes.
There's another
Same thing we
similarity.
love.
Yeah.
Seinfeld. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a similarity.
Oh boy.
Yep.
So we're still watching SmackDown. We're in a commercial break here in the main event. Jay Lucky, do you need a beverage top off or a
I
seltzer?
do, but I can go get one.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Unless
actually,
you wanted to get up.
no, it's fine. I was just gonna ask because we both are running low on drinks, and one of us can refill at some point.
I just sent my friend that article. I don't know if you guys saw a company out in Detroit. The owner gave $4 million worth of bonuses to employees at Christmas. It's going to spread out over a few years. But I sent that article to one of my friends that I work with, and I was like, take a look at this. I was like, there are some companies out there, some individuals that still, believe.
Yeah.
And granted, things are a lot better for businesses right now, in the short term at least, with the tax breaks they've gotten. So I do want to see more businesses doing things like that because literally by not changing anything at all they've done, they literally got gigantic raises overnight with
That's
the tax
crazy.
changes
Yeah.
that were made. So it's nice to see this trickle down to these everyday folks. And I understand people are crying. Like,
I would.
It
I'd
must
be
be amazing to
excited.
see like that reaction from your employees.
Yeah.
And that, like, can you imagine now you're working there and you're like, you'd run through a fucking brick wall for this guy. If you
Yeah.
had to.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, I think companies don't understand goodwill.
Yeah.
Like, and
No, you're
what
right.
goodwill buys you. Because I've like worked for a lot of different companies where I'm like, if they just did sometimes the littlest
The
changes
littlest thing.
or littlest thing differently, how much goodwill it would generate. But instead, some companies I've worked for, in the past I'm talking about, but I mean, like, they do something where they're like, hey, we are doing this, but they do it in a way that's either cheap or whatever. It's like, if you just made a slight little change, like, it would show a lot more meaning to your.
Well, and in the
your
bottom line,
employees.
it doesn't cost that much. Even if you're a company of like 50 or 100 employees,
Right.
it doesn't cost that much to reward them.
No,
for a year's
in the
worth of
grand
work.
in the grand scheme of things, no,
Right.
it doesn't cost that much. And what does it buy for you as an employer?
Right.
You think back, like that employee. Most employees are going to think, like, you know what? I remember when X, Y, and Z did, this or does this for us each year.
Yeah.
I mean, it does, and I could see sometimes like.
That's true.
There was a company that I was talking to, an upstart company, and they were, it was like going to be a sales role, and their whole thing was basically, they would pair up with companies to determine like rewards for employees, and we talked about it, and it's the psychology of it is very similar to psychology of a slot machine when you're rewarding employees.
Really?
If you give them the same thing all the time, they get complacent with it, and it doesn't motivate them. And they ran all these tests, and I believe it. Like, it's really the randomness of the rewards that excited them. So, like, now, granted, this isn't like Christmas bonus time, but, like, you know, if you accomplish a certain goal for a month or week or a quarter, this company basically, you play these little games, and it's randomized, and you really could get anything from some companies.
That's kind of cool.
A week trip to Hawaii, or it could be a $50 gift card. You know, huge difference. But you set a budget with this company at the beginning, and you say, you know what, I want to spend $100,000 this year rewarding my employees, and they break that down. You break it down to, do you on that 100,000, do you want to do 5 big things, 100 small, 10 medium? And it was just an interesting thing. I was like, wow, I thought it was
cool.
a good idea.
Yeah.
I don't know how many companies will be willing to do it, but
Well, I know, like, where I work, they're doing a thing right this year where if we hit our, I think it's sales or something goal, they're going to randomly pick one employee in the company to go on a trip to Hawaii.
no, that's pretty cool.
So you have a random chance to win.
Is it actually random?
I'd want to see the random generator. I'm that
I was going to
cynical.
say, where
Yeah, I
you
would wanna-
work,
no,
I would
you're
want
right.
to see the random generator.
Like where they
on
I'll
the
wait and
table.
see who
balls
actually wins it before I make my decision on who, you know what I mean? Like,
It's going to be one of 2 people.
They're like, and the winner is the owner of the company.
no, once again.
It's like when Mr. Burns on The Simpsons at the baseball game won like the raffle. Oh my god! So yeah, it's a.
Or it could be the woman who gets all at that company.
I don't know what you're talking about. Women getting all?
One woman.
Oh, one woman.
One woman.
One woman gets all.
I want to be the man that gets all.
Yeah, well, there is no such thing for guys like us, my friend.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
guys like us.
Guys like us, we don't get all.
We're not Becky Lynch. We're not the man.
Nope. I'm lucky. I've already won my lottery. The rest of my life just has to be like, meh.
So then what? So like, what happens when the lottery goes away?
So wait, when you are you saying she's going away, or is this back to the she's gonna fall apart thing?
Either one. You could look at it either way. Either way. You know, because the lottery, the money's, you know, you could blow it, you know, but I mean, it's still there. But, you know, I wouldn't say it's the lottery. I'd say it's lucky.
Ah, lucky,
Ah,
as in
J-Lucky.
J Lucky.
J-Lucky.
Yeah,
Yes.
Oh, I need to go get drinks, don't I?
yeah. If you want to go get drinks,
I mean,
mic off.
I would take Jen over like a scratch-off winner, but, you know, probably not like Powerball or anything. I mean, that'd just be silly. I
That
should
was-
have waited until she was out of the room for that.
That was full ass right there. That was just.
No, I'm good. No.
She wasn't even saying like drink wise. Do you need
She
anything
did
in
anything. I'm
life?
like, wow. Let me tell
Well,
you,
while you're here,
recent struggles.
some recent struggles. All right, so we
Yeah,
got.
well, I just watched it again. Yeah, it was side ass. Right?
Yeah, it was just like, yep, there it is.
Oh, yeah. Your ass took up about 2 fifths the screen.
It was a good 2/5. It covered up Sam.
I
so-
know, ridiculous.
Yeah. Hey, let me show you. This is
So we're finishing up SmackDown. This is the main
Yeah,
event of
sorry.
SmackDown.
We are watching SmackDown
got-
live right here.
It's crazy. In the main event, it got Mustafa Ali.
Yeah. I really think that he could get a mini push. I mean, he could be.
He basically is just by being in this match.
That's true. I mean, and Almas is in there too.
Yeah.
These are guys that I want to be up in there. You know what I mean?
This is part of the new. Even though it wasn't SmackDown's whole thing when Shane came in that
Well,
they were going to be
SmackDown didn't really need an overhaul. I mean,
No,
yeah,
it's
there
been
were,
better in Raw, but the problem is just because Raw's 3 hours. It's
yeah,
tough to-
Raw. The 3-hour thing is killing it. I mean, it's
The
tough to
funny
fill.
thing is, yeah, it's tough to fill 3 hours, but I still feel like they don't get in enough people in the 3 hours.
Yeah, somehow it's because there's 3 Baron Corbin segments, and every match has 2 commercial breaks.
Yeah, or if it's the Gauntlet, it has like 7.
Oh my god, I ended up tapping out at like 10:40, 10:45.
Oh,
last
now
night.
you're giving free plugs to our old network.
Hey, they deserve it. They helped us out a lot over the year and a half. I can't knock the guys. I didn't like the
Did
direction.
you check if they're watching? Is that why you're saying this?
No.
No, just kidding.
I'm just saying I can't agree with the direction. Oh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
that's all for
there you
me,
go.
baby.
Yeah, all right. Well, what? No, now it's just crotch. It's just your
Vagina
crotch.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's your options. Oh, another beer there. What do you got there? Some type of Samuel
Yeah, some kind of weirdness.
Oktoberfest?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Better drink that before. Yeah, it was right now is a cold snap Samuel Adams.
Yep.
I think. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna be getting that probably tomorrow.
There you go. You're back now.
No. Is that the holiday one?
I don't know. It's
They
the
have a
winter.
holiday
Cold snap,
one
yeah,
that
it's like
has,
a winter
cinnamon and
lager.
nutmeg in it.
Yeah.
I don't
So
know.
Sam, I wanted to show you. This is the dress that I'm gonna buy her for New Year's.
She said yes to the dress.
What do you think? Oh, take that.
Nice. Yeah, that'll look nice on the floor. If this chick came with it, it'd be nice too.
You could have the chick.
Yeah.
I just want the dress.
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
There we go. It's a good trade-off.
That's actually Sam and her would make pretty babies.
I think her and that table would make pretty babies. No knock to Sam, but
That sounded like it. You
Dark
fuck.
hair. No, the Italian and
well, and then Jen goes, "Can we order a small and a medium and return the one that doesn't fit?" I'm like, "No. You see how expensive that dress is? I'm not ordering two of them. You're not worth two dresses to me."
But we can return one.
Yeah, I know, but I
Then you
can't
gotta
spend that
wait.
much.
Then you forget to return it.
Maybe if I put a link to the dress in the chat, maybe somebody will buy it for you.
Yeah.
No, nobody buy me a dress.
Oh,
if people start buying things for us after the dress, then I'll start putting some
They can
things up.
donate to your Patreon page.
I was gonna say. Speaking of that, you can go into the description and you can find our links to our PayPal and Patreon. Get in there and donate to us so we can spruce up the studio even more. Maybe even get a fancier webcam so it doesn't look so fucking whack when I put us in the Christmas room.
The Christmas room.
Well, I was gonna put us in a bar, but it looked kind of weird. Do you remember when I had
Yeah.
the bar thing? It looked.
We are the bar.
Oh, can I tell you? So we made picks for TLC.
Okay.
I got 10 out of 12 right.
I don't believe it.
That's no.
Was it on the podcast? Because usually on the podcast you'd get about 3 out of 12 right.
True.
Yeah, but I got 10 out of 12.
This is the first time
Talk.
ever he hit more than like
Guess what?
3.
Doesn't count. Was it on the podcast?
Oh, so speaking of things that we made predictions before we went off the air before
Oh yeah. that's
Thanksgiving.
right. Let's rehash those.
So Jay Lucky, what we did is we made picks. We said what
This
would we
was on
do?
the Lost episode.
Yes. Let me go back in
The
time.
one that did not
we
air.
we recorded an episode. Oh my God! I think he just blew out his leg or knee or something.
I think he just bought into him selling it.
Maybe he slipped and. Wow.
You could tell people what you're looking at.
Sorry. Well, I mean, if you're watching SmackDown with us, I mean, Mustafa just tried to do a Hurricane Rana thing, and he slipped and fell, and then he grabbed at his knee, but I said he was hurt. Sam said he's just selling it. Although he hasn't gotten back up yet, so who knows?
Well, the match. That's what's going on. So what the fuck were you just talking? Oh, our picks.
Our lost episode.
Lost episode in the picks.
We were kind of like on the fence about sticking with Tapped Out, and then we recorded an episode 2 days before Thanksgiving, excuse me, knowing that we were taking 2 weeks off because I was going to build this fabulous studio. I was moving out of my apartment.
FABOLOUS.
Thank you. And so we needed some time off to do all of that. In the meantime, our episode from...
You spelled that wrong.
Sounded better than I said.
You said
I put it-
F-A-B-O.
Fabulous. You spelled the rapper.
So-
Fabulous.
sounds better that way.
It kind of does.
I was sitting here and
F-A-B-O.
I'm like, did he just say O-L-O?
I'm glad that neither of you were listening when I was talking. You were just
Yeah.
Sam spells a word. and
Sorry,
it's-
I'm like this spelling grammar Nazi. Go ahead.
You are.
Continue.
No. I mean, I don't remember where I was, but I just said that we recorded that
The
episode.
lost episode.
Yeah, and it never made the airwaves for reasons that I don't know. Sam doesn't know. We're not quite sure if we were written
Possibly
off
because
before.
it was the greatest episode of all time.
It was a
Probably
full.
wasn't, but
Wow. Ali gets
Mustafa
the pin.
Ali pins the world champion in the
Clean.
main event of SmackDown.
Wow,
That's a gigantic push for him.
it is.
I mean, he almost has to become 205 Live champ because of that.
well, he should just stick on SmackDown.
He could just become a.
I mean, he could be. I mean, he has a similar moveset to AJ. He could do.
He hit him with the 054.
Yeah, it's good shit. So there you go. There's SmackDown. For those of you who are watching SmackDown with us, we're not going to change the feed or anything, right? We're just going to continue on and just.
Yeah, I mean,
we're not stopping or anything. I mean,
We should set up the show, set up the podcast though, like we're back, like type thing.
You just like to say that.
you do.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been recording this,
Right.
so
Yeah,
I can
I
stop
know.
this
You can,
and start over.
No, you don't need to start over. I'm just saying, like, and now we're doing that, like, then we can decide whether we want to upload that whole first hour and then, or we want to put them up separately. Or
Okay. All right. So here's what we'll do. I'm gonna turn the TV. Should I turn it off? No, that's silly. Just sit here with the TV off, right?
The guy that looks like Bray Wyatt sitting in the.
Yeah.
Did you see him? I just
Yeah.
saw him now. He just caught my eye.
maybe
Yeah.
it is Brian. He's going to do a run-in.
It probably is. Yeah.
Maybe.
Excuse me. So I think what we're gonna do is we're staying on Twitch. Don't turn off Twitch or anything. Stick with us.
We'll be on Twitch though.
We're just gonna do a what do you call it?
Reboot.
A reboot, an
Or
opening.
take it back to the,
Yeah. So let's see here. Let's go to this. Let's do a couple
So
seconds.
what predictions did we make on our?
wait.
You still
Wait.
haven't finished.
I know we didn't finish. We're gonna start
Now
the.
we're gonna start and then restart.
Yeah, we're
We
gonna
should
start.
get Pepsi to sponsor. I have like a perfect shot of their product here.
Nice.
Pepsi, if you're listening, I love you.
All right, so you guys.
Carter Hart of the Flyers gets a win in his
Yeah.
debut. Nice against the Wings.
All right, so thank you for listening to the Wrestling Dorks. We are back, baby. I am John, joined over there to my left by the talker of talking, Sam. Who do we have in between us here? How do you want to introduce her today?
The hater of everything, but the lover of touching.
Jay Lucky Sunshine is with us today as well.
Loves the touch.
You are listening to the very first brand new episode on the old Wrestling Dorks feed. I don't even know how to.
It's simple. God, we just watched wrestling. We are the new Wrestling Dorks. Like
There you go, the
Daniel
new
Bryan.
Wrestling Dorks. So for those of you who are listening to us on the podcast weekly, yeah, I think he's the talent. Thank you for listening. We've been broadcasting the last hour since 9 o'clock live on Twitch, watching SmackDown Live. So if you're a podcast listener only, you missed the first hour of the show. So you can catch us every week on Tuesday night at 9 o'clock during SmackDown Live, Dorks
Don't worry,
Live.
we'll still keep you entertained.
We still entertain. So what we do is we do a live hour and then we do a podcast hour. So things that we've talked about before, we probably won't rehash. So if you want to catch it, got to tune in live on Twitch at 9 o'clock on Tuesday nights.
Definitely, yeah.
Or you can rewatch.
Find
right?
our Twitch feed.
Yeah, absolutely.
How do you find our Twitch feed?
You go on the twitch.tv/wrestling_dorks. And I will also be uploading the videos from Twitch to our brand new YouTube channel, which I opened up today before we started. So we will be streaming live on Twitch, and
I
we will
was
be
not aware
uploading the
of this YouTube
replays.
channel.
Yep, we'll be uploading the
Were
replays
you
to
aware
YouTube.
of the YouTube channel? Am I always the last to know?
I'm just trying to get us out on every platform possible. There's a lot of people that don't watch Twitch. They're a little intimidated by Twitch because it's mostly for video games. Twitch is still the home for the live feed for the time being.
But then you throw it up on the YouTube.
You put the replays up on the YouTube, which we're doing right now. The video is still rolling, so don't cut out on us, Sam. Don't unbuckle your pants like you usually do on the podcast.
Yeah, it's tough for me. I'm not usually in pants this time of night.
Yeah, no, you're
I'm usually
well, and Jay Lucky, I'm stunned that these pants are still on. I gave you the out. You could have gone. You could still actually go. I mean, and put on your yoga pants if you want.
Might.
You really
so
can.
be hideous. Yeah.
Yeah. No, she looks good in
Lazy,
them.
sloppy.
Yeah.
No. Oh my
Big
God.
ol' slob.
No. No, I'm telling you, she looks good in these yoga pants. If I put on any kind of like, it takes.
I'm coming over next week in jogging pants, by the way.
Oh, fuck. I mean, now I am way too dressed up for a podcast. I will admit that, but I'm just wearing what I wore to work.
Yeah, nice purple socks.
Oh, fuck you. I hate these 30 length jeans showing my socks off.
Yeah, those 30 length jeans. They're so short.
Oh, my God. Whatever, dude. Now, the thing that's short that we determined earlier, which we can go over now, are my fucking legs. Because my feet don't touch the floor on this couch. Do you guys want to see it again?
I won't mind looking at
I
it.
don't understand how your feet. I guess
What do you
you're
mean you
so
don't
weird to me.
understand?
I can't
She's
believe
like,
it.
you little people I don't get. Do you
No,
also not
you're
understand
the
fat
only.
people?
Apparently, you're the only little person. You always make
If I
fun.
sit back.
I told you we need to go to like a tailor and have our inseams measured.
Why is this so funny? Like this is.
You
it's
look
long
like a
couch.
little
So
kid.
short.
It's not that long.
Maybe if I sit there, that would help. We'll have to do that after the.
What do you mean? It's not this spot.
Yeah, maybe it's
You're
that
probably slouched. You're probably
No.
your ass forward.
No, maybe that's what. Oh, I sit perfectly. Maybe that spot
Well, I'm
is
saying for this
worn
demonst-
in more.
No, because he has extra rooms. Even if he would move back as far as he
that spot
possibly
is worn
can.
in.
No, it's
and
not.
you sink.
No, I'm just telling you.
Or maybe you're so fat you sink so far back your
Holy
legs
shit.
go up.
I'm just saying that for this demonstration, I am sitting back. You just put your ass forward again.
How? My butt's not moving. What do you want me to do? I can't sitting further back and be unnatural.
All right, fine.
Hold on.
It's
What?
not even that it's unnatural. I don't think it could possibly
What am I
happen.
supposed to run into the couch and mash?
Get a running start.
Like that looks more mashed than mine.
It's not more mash.
Yeah, like your mass. Is
All right, fine. Get over here.
Fine. I don't give a shit.
Wait, don't knock my drink over. This is the important. Oh wait, there's gonna be a whole bunch of ass stuff going on right now.
You
Yeah.
don't want to get in here.
Right, no, it's too
All
small.
right, never mind.
But look, I'm sitting down like a human.
Like a human. All right. So here's a good demonstration. For me to have my feet flat on the floor,
I need to be this far away from the cushion.
What do you mean far away?
Like,
Really?
Okay, and this is as far back as I can put my ass and my that doesn't. My feet
all right, fine. What we've learned here is I'm a short person, which
Yeah, you're
We knew
shorter
this
than me,
already.
but the point I'm trying to make is how the fuck do you wear longer jeans than I do?
because I like them to cover my shoes. Is that so
I
fucking?
know yeah. Why do you cover your shoes? They're not meant to be covered.
I don't know. It's just wow. Your thing almost. I just almost
Yes,
spilled
I
the
noticed.
world. Yeah. Oh my God. So,
Who
anyways,
covers their shoes with their pants? Where did you get an idea?
well, not me anymore. So whatever.
You were told at some point that pants are supposed to cover shoes.
I will be honest. Yes. And it was
Then what would be the point of shoes?
it was a person that I was married to. So just
She.
as with everything else.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
This is the same woman that let you shower with the lights off.
Oh, there we go. There was another difference. In the first hour of the show, Sam and I talked about similarities and differences. We talked about how we're very. You have it upside down again, you dumb fat piece of shit. You don't know how to operate this
No,
thing.
you and your damn fucking.
It's her iPad.
Okay. Don't you just go like that?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if it's upside down. It does the same thing. It's
Why do you have to have it long ways? Do it the sideways.
Because listen, you go the sideways, you can't see the shit I want to see, or maybe you have to hit it up here. I don't know. No, you can't see. Oh, there, yeah, but then it blocks the screen. Anyway.
Okay, so I'm sorry.
Shit.
So in the first hour of the show, we talked about how Sam and I have similarities and differences, and we like a lot of the same things, but we're very different. Like we talked about Wawa versus Sheets. We talked about we both like wrestling, but Sam was like stupid, and I was amazing about wrestling. And we also talked about how I'm neat.
Pepsi and Coke.
Pepsi and Coke. But we also talk about how I'm neat and he's not. These are all things that you can learn on the Wrestling Dorks podcast by subscribing to us and following us weekly. The big thing we learned was that we both spend way too much money on our women. And as Jay Lucky smiles.
So what the fuck is wrong with you that you're still putting the jeans over the shoes if it was fucking, the last mastodon that you were with?
I don't know, man. Sometimes things just stick in your brain.
Did she put pants over shoes?
I don't know.
I think she was just trying to make you look as silly as possible.
It's very possible. I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. Can we talk about some wrestling?
I mean, there's nothing really going on.
Really?
I mean, the McMahons.
We had the McMahons come back this week, and they laid down the law. They said that they're going to be making some changes, and then nothing changed.
Yeah. What in wrestling are you? I want to say this.
Okay.
What in wrestling are you excited for right now? Like, you normally think like, oh, I'm really excited about this feud, or this excites me. Is there anything right now that you're like, I want to see? Come up with a few things. I'll tell you one. Lars, they've given me enough of the vignettes. I'm looking forward to seeing Lars.
Okay.
I'm pumped to see EC3 debut as well because I was a big fan of his in TNA.
You know what I'm excited? I get excited to watch Drew McIntyre's rise because I'm a big McIntyre fan. I can't wait for that first title match or title.
You might be a little upset.
Why?
You think he's gonna win it?
Well, I'm just saying I think that he's gonna be in the top tier. Okay. Like right now, he's kind of
he's in the
top middle tier
right now.
Yeah, no, he's not.
Who's the top tier on Raw?
Brock Lesnar.
Oh, there's only one guy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Even though he's never on.
There is no top tier.
Never.
There is no top tier. I mean, it's whoever the champion is and who he's feuding with are the top tier. So maybe you could say Lesnar and Strowman. That's pretty much it. Before that, I would have put Lesnar, Strowman, and Reigns. But right now it's just Lesnar and Strowman. They haven't elevated anybody else into that Reigns position. And I think McIntyre's that guy.
Do you think now with
Really?
this big change being,
Hell yeah.
I think Strowman is winning it at Rumble because they're like talking about we're going to make changes and that would be to get the strap off Brock. And I think Strowman wins the title at Rumble. But shouldn't we be fucking excited balls right now this time of
Can
year?
I turn this back on?
I turned it on for you before you sat down.
Yeah.
Right now this time of year, shouldn't we be super excited because Rumble's coming? Like usually
Well, we will get excited for that.
I mean, but it's close.
It's not that close. It's like over a month away.
It's in January and we're in late December.
I don't know. For some reason, for me, it's hard to get excited about the Rumble until the calendar changes. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I mean, and we know who the 30 spots are going to be, which
Yeah,
I think is
R-Truth.
stupid.
Yeah.
Because I think that's one of the things everybody's like, all right, who's going to be 1? Who's going to be 30? I mean, obviously, people wait to see 1 more than 30, but I don't know. I mean, I just feel like right now there's not enough things to be excited about. Probably, and the best thing going is it was. I mean, I think her mojo got derailed a
Oh,
little bit.
you're gonna
was
kill Jay Lucky here.
Becky Lynch. No, I'm not killing. She's my favorite. One of my favorite things going. I'm just saying. I think her mojo got killed a little bit, but it looks like
By the face breaker.
yeah, literally.
Yeah.
But now, I mean, I'll be interested to see what happens because for a while I thought they were gonna have Becky go on like a Stone Cold type of run.
Yeah, I thought so too. And even when she came out tonight on SmackDown, she came out and she started to cut a promo like because she said about how they were spouting corporate bull crap, and you know what I mean, and she didn't believe it. And I was like, oh, they're going somewhere with this. And then Charlotte came out and cut her off.
You know, with Ronda tipping that ladder the other week, it makes me think that they're definitely going in the four horsewomen versus 4 horsewomen match.
I
at
guess,
some
but
point.
I'm not that excited about that. Like,
I'm not saying the big. I'm just saying that's what it looks like they're going to do.
I would be excited about.
It's going to be what Charlotte, Becky. Would it be Charlotte, Becky, Bailey, Sasha
Yeah,
versus Ronda, Shayna, and the 2 others?
yeah.
I don't know
Whoever
who
the
they
others are, they're in NXT. I don't watch it enough.
You used to. Yeah, what happened? You used to be Mr. NXT.
It's Wednesday nights, kids nights. It's hard to just watch it. You know what I mean? Monday and Tuesday I can watch because we don't have the kids. It's hard to sit down and watch because usually Wednesday
You
nights.
see that, fans out there on the Twitch and the podcast? Children.
Yeah.
It was different though before you started working.
Well, yeah. Also
Second
working valet.
job,
Yeah.
so.
The second job is really killing a lot of things. Did I tell you? He put me on the schedule for Christmas Eve. 5 to 9. It's
But
because
somebody's working for you.
somebody's
Don't even
working
worry
for
about
me,
it.
but I can't tell you how pissed I was.
He knows he can abuse you. That's why.
Yeah, yeah. It's just the way my life. I mean, it's the way that like my work life is. If you are,
I mean, you should have some hand though in that job
I mean, I really should.
because
Somebody-
I mean, granted, they can go get some like drug addict off the street probably
Right.
to do it, but you show up. They probably people don't show up. You know, you don't call off.
Right.
So put some bum on that time.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like
I
literal
was
bum.
I was super pissed about it when I got the schedule today.
Did you say something or somebody, or did you just ask them right away like, can you work?
There's
for me?
there's a college kid that's there right now over winter break, and
Okay.
he's looking for more hours. He told me this
Oh,
the other day,
sweet.
so I reached out to him, and he took it right away.
That's
So,
awesome.
Yeah, no, it's
I mean,
good.
Sucks for him that.
It sucks for him, but I think
Where's he from? Did you go to Albright or something?
he probably told me, and I don't remember.
Oh
Wow.
God! I
Listen,
want to talk about this.
Go ahead.
How do you fucking make a life with this man? He don't listen to a fucking thing you
I
say.
know.
Like,
I know.
like
It's not
I
true.
can't say what we were talking about. We were talking about a certain thing, and he was like, "Yeah, Jen told me about that." I'm like, "The fuck she did?" I was like, "I fucking texted you about it the second I heard it," and he's like, "Yeah, I heard it somewhere." And I dug through my text and found that his comprehension is poor. Reading comprehension. His listening is shitty.
I remember general things, but when it comes like the detail, like I remembered the thing,
Yeah, you remember the thing,
but I didn't
It's
remember.
Impressive.
Yeah, but I didn't remember who
Am I
told
not
it.
supposed to know what this is?
No, but I
Oh.
didn't remember who told it to me. You know what I mean? And I thought it was you that told me,
Oh.
but apparently it was Sam that told me. But didn't you tell me, too, or no? That's happening again?
I
So
told you
funny.
only because I saw it in person.
Oh, you saw him. When did you see that?
So maybe she did tell me, and maybe you told me, and I acted like I didn't know, or
It
something.
was
How would
when
you
I
act when you
went
didn't know with
to
me?
I
Why
went
would
to dinner when I went to dinner alone the one night and you came out later. We were at the Pike.
So the ARPs told you, or
I
no?
was there. They were there. I saw it with my own 2 eyes.
Oh, they were out there.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh.
Why the hell didn't you tell me?
Because I probably forgot.
God, you're the worst at listening. Anyway, so yeah, that's.
Wait, we have something in the chat here, Sam. Are you still paying attention to the chat?
No, because I was talking.
I'm sorry. No, I saw a comment pop up and I didn't read it yet, but I just
All right. So
when it pops up, it like out of my corner of my eye.
Pamela says, "Do you think R-Truth will do something funny and not be 30? Like come out at 29 because he got mixed up?" That's so on point. I think you're 100% right.
Oh my gosh,
Pamela.
that would happen.
I bet you he'll try to enter the women's Royal Rumble at 30.
Oh yeah, that could be a good thing. He's definitely gonna do something.
He's gonna do something wacky,
Yeah.
which will make it funny. I mean, it's better than I think maybe because remember last year wasn't Rey Mysterio number 30, and he got booed like crazy, or somebody was number
Yeah.
30.
And you know Carmelo will
Forget
do
who
a
it
dance
was.
break.
Yeah, which you'll hate, I'm sure.
Me?
Yeah,
No, I won't at
you
all.
hate that Carmella.
I love that. I love that Mela.
Speaking of
Mela's money.
speaking of being gross with women, did you see the Charlotte boob thing with Asuka when she speared her into the thing and then just rubbed her whole boobs in her face?
No, I
You
mean
didn't see
I
that?
saw it, but I didn't think of it like
You didn't? We were sitting here with the kids watching TLC, and Christopher goes, "Oh my God, her boobies are all in her face." And we were just sitting there laughing. When even like a 10-year-old notices that.
Well, you're like a 10-year-old.
Apparently, you're dead
I'm
inside.
not dead inside.
Or
I just
when I say
You're not a
inside,
10-year-old
well, hey,
like you.
see that shit I'll remember. When it comes to like boobs and stuff, I'll remember every detail about
I
that.
could definitely see you sitting there. Like, look at her boobies.
Actually, I would have said pontoons.
Yeah.
The best part was Christopher said it and John just laughed, and I just sat here like, oh.
Christopher 10 uses a better word than frickin'
Boobies is not better than pontoons.
It's better than
Which would you prefer?
Neither.
She likes to call them bombs. That's
No,
what it is.
you like to call them bombs. That's another thing.
Oh, please. That's another thing.
I mean, I saw the spot. Yeah.
Okay, but you don't vividly remember the boob like
Like she wasn't doing it to like seduce
no, but
her.
it was just funny because she was like her tunes were going like in
Yeah,
her
but I
face,
think
and the
it's 'cause
camera
she
was
was,
like
like,
right there.
being like limp or whatever after the spot and just like
Yeah, I
sliding
understand the
down
point. The point I'm trying to say, like, it was just funny because the camera was like right here,
Yeah, yeah.
and they were just like they didn't cut away. They just like did face tunes right there.
Face tunes?
They have breasts and they wrestle, and that will happen
All right,
because I'm sure. men
And
have
Charlotte
gone
just has
chest to chest.
gigantic ones at the moment.
they're ridiculous. I really thought that was it
They're
Becky that
pushed
did the
up to
leg
her
drop?
chin.
Yeah, Becky did the leg drop on Charlotte. I was certain that one was going to just explode because she did the leg drop directly onto her.
A
tune.
second time? You were thinking one was going to explode a second time?
Yeah. Hey, could have happened. Anything else in wrestling happened recently, guys?
I don't know. You wouldn't remember anyway. So.
I would remember.
Yeah.
Does it involve pontoons?
Yeah, apparently it's only if it's tune related. You can.
Well, we saw
remember it.
Mandy Rose got a push tonight
Speaking
again.
of tunes.
Because you said that Vince really likes her.
Oh yeah. Well, who wouldn't like Mandy Rose?
Not me.
Has her coming out to that porn
You're
music?
so full of poop.
God, you too with your Christian.
Oh.
Literally, the way you guys talk, you would think you're one of
Listen,
these
I
fucking
have a reason.
holy rollers.
Wait,
that go
I
to,
have
like,
a
these
reason.
mega
I have
churches.
kids, so I try not to
They ain't
swear.
here.
And I know, but it's just the way I talk because that's just the way I talk.
So far, I've heard boobies and poop.
Fine. You're so full of shit.
Thank you.
And those tits look great.
Yeah.
There, is that better? You like that?
You
Is
get
it?
the titties.
I don't like titties. That sounds like that. No, titties.
If you weren't trying to be as like fun
Look,
bag.
she's just laughing.
Fun bags.
But
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it out loud, but I'm trying to think in my
better
head
than
like
pontoons.
in the heat of the moment. I wouldn't say pontoons.
no,
Let me
nobody
just-
uses pontoons. How could that like? Yeah.
She'd go running
heat
towards
of
the hills
Yeah.
if that was the case.
Yeah.
Give me those pontoons.
See those pontoons.
Put those pontoons.
Yeah, those pontoons are getting put away if you break out the word. Now I want to. If I ever talk to a woman again, I might. And then
What do you wait? If you ever talk to a
If he
woman
ever
again,
talks to women again,
maybe
ever.
I'll try to break out the word pontoon in the bourgeois and see what reaction.
You should.
Like without her knowing it's coming at all, just be like,
make sure it's a woman you don't care about before you do that.
yeah, I don't care about any woman.
Oh, what about this one? This is a good one.
I don't care about her.
He doesn't care about you.
No.
Aw.
Why would I care about you?
Hey, bullshit, man.
not care
When I was away,
No. Yeah,
when I was
care.
away,
Not you. The way
He
you should
does
make sure you don't
care.
care about her. Like, Whatever. You're stupid.
When I was away and Jay
Care
Lucky
about her
got
like a friend.
had something terrible happen to her, I phoned Sam and I said, "Hey, buddy, can you stop eating and go help Jay Lucky and be
I just
her
happen to be eating.
emotional?" So Sam got together with her and he talked to her and they went for a walk, I think.
walk?
And then you
Nice
got
walk.
plantar fasciitis like the next day.
Then we had a beverage.
We did. We went for a pretty long.
I
walk.
knew I
for
could
a
count
long
on
walk.
Sam,
And
so
then we
he's
killed me.
he's a
And
good guy.
I was really upset. So
If you're watching this podcast and you happen to be single and you're a woman, you fall between the ages of, we'll say 21 to 36.
And you
have
live in the United
childbearing-
States.
And you have
Unfortunately, Pamela, I'm
childbearing
sorry.
years left in you, and you're willing to,
Oh yes.
consider it.
Here we go with his and the field gets narrower and narrower.
That's a fair request.
And you have blonde hair and blue eyes, and your
that's not
tunes
true.
are.
I like every single hair color, skin color, eye color. That doesn't matter to me. Everybody's unique.
good answer.
That's pretty good.
That's good.
So then, what's the holdup? Why are they not knocking down your door?
Look at me.
Oh, come on. Help us
So
out.
wrestling.
Oh, look, he changed
I
the
don't need to
subject.
help
Marla,
out.
sweep.
Sam knows how I
He
feel
just
about
swept
him.
that under the rug.
Sam
Yep,
knows
yep.
how
I'm
I
getting
feel.
better with time with these Marlette sweeps. Yeah.
Yeah.
So was
Personally sick
Oat
of
watching
Marlette
tonight?
sweeps.
I don't think Oat's watching tonight.
Are you, all you Marlettes and people who do Marlette sweeps?
The Marlette sweep goes hand in hand with the no touching, though.
True.
It's like a companion move.
I don't think that we're a weird family. I just think that we don't touch each other.
Every family's weird, but I'm saying like, yeah, I don't think we're a weird family. We
So
just-
anybody who just
Whoops.
joined in.
Wait, I didn't mean that.
So wait, anybody who just joined in this part of the podcast and missed the first part of the Twitch, that is hilarious. Did you check your comments?
damn, Pamela said, "Damn it, I'm 38."
Oh, and you narrowed her. See, this is what I'm saying.
look at
You're
she
out.
could be a totally.
Sorry.
Good, oh,
Oh,
she's
damn.
out. Sorry, you're out. You better hope your tickets are refundable there, Pamela, if you're coming over.
Yeah, I mean, and do you have childbearing years left? Do you want to move to the U.S.?
She has childbearing years left. She's
Jay
mine.
Lucky has
No, that-
childbearing
I could-
years.
No, she doesn't.
Well, she has
I would
years if she
I
had
had.
But you can have childbearing years, but you're not willing to bear the child. Meaning you don't have childbearing years.
I would
left.
be willing, but I can't.
You're not willing.
I can't.
Look,
You're not
Sam's like, look at
throwing
him.
it- Yeah.
I can't.
No, but he's saying if you had the parts, or you're saying if you had the parts, you would be willing.
You want
If I wanted
you have the
to.
parts, you'd give me a child. All right, let's go.
Wait, not Sam.
Oh. Well, who the hell do you think I'm asking for? I want to raise your child.
38 is
Yes,
child.
she has
It's still-
childbearing
Yeah,
years left.
yeah. I mean,
Come
yeah,
on.
you could obviously. Yeah, it's late though. A lot of women don't want to.
But
Their
when they
children.
find the perfect guy like you,
Oh, they decide. Yeah.
this is what
Yeah,
I told you
no,
earlier
no.
today. This is,
was-
and
this
you were
was-
so
this
pissed
was
at me.
literally- 'cause I've talked to a lot of women, and including ones, and
No, see,
this is
you're
it is
so
not
off
true.
base.
You do
No.
not ever like if you talk to a woman like usually in the first if you think it's going to possibly go somewhere, you should have the talk. Do you want to have children or
Right.
not? Because it's unfair to the other person
Yeah, I
if
agree.
you want to. And he was like, "Oh God, what are you talking about me? What are you doing?"
I have your back, Pamela.
So
He's dumb.
We'll get to no. We'll,
Of course you have
Yeah, let's
childbearing
say
years left.
he's going off on his stupid
I'm not
rant.
a tangent. It's and if you have that talk with somebody and you tell them, "Yes, I want to have children," and you then renege on that, that's a fucking terrible thing and really affect the relationship. Vice versa, if somebody tells you, "No, I don't want to have kids," if a woman tells you, "No, I don't want kids," that's like 99.99% firm because the
No.
women, there's a lot of women out there that just aren't interested in having kids. It's just the way
That's
they
true.
feel.
There's a lot of
There
So
is,
if they
but-
tell you they don't want to have kids, I'm not going to move on with the relationship and think, well, you know what? Darn it. She's going to find out I'm the greatest guy in the world and she's going to want to have kids. No, that's not going to change.
No,
So-
I'm saying that if you meet the right girl and she loves you and
No.
you shouldn't go into it hoping to change her. I'm not saying that. You should go into it going, this girl is awesome, and then over time she's going to be like,
No, that's not how it works. Wanting to be a mother and having kids is a very like specific thing. It's not like I used to like broccoli and now I don't. So I don't think if you broach that topic and they say, listen, I'm really
And
not
now-
interested in having kids, that you're going to be able to get them to have kids.
I am not one of these people that will tell you should need to lower your standards. I refuse. You should never lower your standards. I don't care if you die alone. Do not lower your standards. I don't want you to just
I
like.
certainly will at this point. So
I don't want no.
no, die alone. I'm saying.
Oh yeah. Well, that's fine. Die alone. That's fine. I would rather you die alone than lower your standards just to be in a relationship.
And this guy will probably forget to come to my funeral. Jen, weren't we supposed to be doing?
Weren't we supposed to be
today?
somewhere?
Something about a.
No, you know what it'll be is I'll say there was a funeral today, and I'll forget who it was because I'll know the big thing, but I'll forget the detail. But don't you think? I mean,
Somebody died. Who was it?
don't you think? I mean, imagine like,
Big casket.
Are we recording on Tuesday?
yeah, where? I'll be sitting. Yeah, I'll be sitting. Yeah, this fuck, he's eating again. God damn it. But he shouldn't lower his standards just to be in a relationship, right?
Let's see here. Pamela, I'll
No.
catch up with what
All
she's
right,
saying.
He's
here.
gonna.
She says a good job with like 30 holidays a year. The USA to see, and I bring that up too. Like they have 30 days off a year over there. In other countries, we work ourselves to death
For
here.
holidays?
Yeah, so she's saying like,
Man.
she won't be
Well, like
willing to
vacation
come
days
over
and stuff.
here
Yeah.
You know.
Whoa.
Plus, they
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure they call their vacation days holidays.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
I used to have
She does want
29
loads of
vacation
children
days.
now.
There you go. See, she's 38.
Well,
she
I
could
can
have
give you loads.
of children.
Sam!
Sam.
What? This is our pot. Oh, are we all of a sudden not us?
Oh, that's true. Actually, we are uncensored and unfiltered. We no longer have a moderator.
Like this is me. It's me, baby. No, like yeah.
It's me, baby.
Actually, then she doesn't. Wells Fargo, we have like 25 days off.
Yeah.
I had 29, I think, when I left.
Yeah, it's because you're old. You were there for like 20 years.
17.
Yeah.
Wow.
Holy shit, you were there 17 years.
She was.
Christ, that makes what went down even worse. Christ.
Actually, yeah. Yeah, you're
Now
right.
I thought you were there for like. I was joking. I really thought you were there for like 3 more years than I was. Jesus, man.
No, because you were there since you moved here almost. Like, didn't you have one job when you got here and then?
1999, I started there.
Wow.
I was still in high school. But, you know.
Yeah, I was failing gym class at that
Yeah,
point.
you were. You worthless.
Listen, I'm old. We all know this. I'm old.
So you don't want to go into my failing gym class. You want to save that for another episode,
that's for
maybe?
another episode.
Yeah,
That'll be
okay.
a good
We'll get
one.
into that then. 'cause
So yeah, let's talk about. So we talked about what excites
what are we
us
excited?
coming up.
Wait, you didn't say. Is there anything in wrestling that excites you, that gets you? I want to watch wrestling for this. I hope that they show this next. I hope this goes longer, or
Becky, like I really loved that TLC match with Becky, Charlotte, and Asuka. I thought it was really good. It actually held my interest. I stayed awake. I watched
you did.
the whole entire
You actually
thing.
watched a whole pay-per-view
Like,
straight through.
Yeah, but I mean that part. That's because I was excited for that part. Like that was the one thing I was looking forward to so much, and it did not disappoint.
So I guess in that sense, WWE has done right. They've gotten their female viewers like really engaged, and maybe the male viewers are turning it off a little bit more. Do you think, Sam? I mean, could that be it? Because
You think it making
The
them
males-
like the main event too?
you can't.
Yeah,
I can only-
It distracts
I know,
me. It makes me
'cause-
think you're talking to John, like whispering something.
No, she's.
I could only sort of see.
You could just
you
say
have-
like, "What is it?"
All
and I
right, so
can-
Sam has the chat, and I could only kind of see it over here.
You had 29, and Sam wants children. See you tomorrow.
So, in other words, she can get her holidays over here,
Yes,
and you want to
can.
make kids,
You can.
and he's willing to give you loads of kids.
Well, we don't. We none of us no longer work for that company for
But
various
I
reasons.
still have connections.
I won't call those connections. But I have 13 days now only, so or 14.
Yeah,
so.
and even those days, he
Aren't actual
fucking
days.
works
Yeah.
like an asshole when he's off. Like
yeah, so
he's a piece of shit. That's what he is.
I agree with that.
Yeah, you pretty much
Die
are.
alone piece of shit. Yeah.
Please die alone before you lower your standards, though.
Obviously, if
I'll
I was
say it
going to lower
again.
them, I would have lowered them 10 years ago.
That's what I mean. I think I
It's too
admire.
late now to lower 'em.
I admire that you've stuck to that, though. I really do. People have said to me, Sam should lower his standards.
It's a lot of HJs.
And I say no. He shouldn't, because if he knows what he wants, why would he do that just to be in a relationship?
Right. It's been too long to not to do it now at this point. You know, just take.
And not just physically. I mean, not just that. I mean, like you shouldn't be like, okay, I guess I don't want kids anymore. You know what I mean? Like that kind of shit. Like,
Right, at some point I'll have to because there'll be nobody.
well,
I'll
you'd
be
be
a
blowing dust out of your thing too.
I didn't mean that. I mean,
Oh,
obviously that doesn't affect men. I just mean like if I'm 50, like what am I gonna? I'm not the type of guy that has the money to attract a childbearing. You know, there's a lot of guys out there. You know, if you're wealthy, you're successful. You know, you buy chicks with your money. That's not gonna be me. I already know that. So I got a window here.
True.
I got to meet somebody in the next few years, or it's curtains for me.
yeah.
The name dies with me.
Does it?
Yep.
That's like, remember I told you about my
No
my
pressure.
Seabreeze, my mom's maiden name?
Yeah,
It's done.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad.
It's crazy.
Jesus, man. Mr. Basketball, I heard sneakers squeaking.
I think there's something else in the chat.
Can you just let J Lucky
Well,
run the chat?
I think we need to man the chat. It doesn't need to be like instantaneous unless it's like, you know what I mean?
All right,
Like-
Well,
I
I think
just-
because she's talking directly to you about you two hooking up
it's just
and making
like,
babies.
It's not always questions. It's just like typical man. Like,
Oh, gotcha.
you know what I
Gotcha.
mean? So,
Yeah, okay.
yeah.
All right, yeah.
You are a
She
typical
said
man.
typical man backtracking.
You're like, oh, she's willing to come here. Never mind.
I'm out.
So while we're in between topics here, I need to do a couple housekeeping things. If you guys didn't notice
He
already,
is the typical man.
we have a brand new logo. Very exciting. Got a friend of ours to design a new logo. It's on all of our formats.
Friend of the show.
Very exciting. Also, at the beginning of the
Professional.
podcast episode, you may have heard some new music. Obviously, because we changed networks, we could no longer use their music. So,
I wanted to steal WWE music, but you don't like
yeah,
that.
I'm refused. Also, did I tell you this? Twitch will just cut you off if you use licensed music.
Really?
Yeah, they'll just shut you off, and then you have to wait to rebroadcast. But anyways, at the beginning of the show, you may have heard Mercy Nation, a band. You can check them out. Mr. Weaverface, friend of the show.
He's got a YouTube show.
He asked me to call him the world famous Mr. Weaverface. You can check him out on Twitter at Mr. Weaverface and on YouTube.
He wants to be known as the world famous.
That's what he
Mr.
asked me to say.
Weaverface.
But their EP recently dropped on iTunes. You can look them up. Just search.
You EP.
Yeah,
That's a word.
Search Mercy Nation, and you heard Pyramid Life at the beginning of our show today. That's track 1 off of that EP. So, anyways,
Are they a religious band or
No.
no,
Okay, because when I heard Mercy Nation, the first thing I came up with, I thought was
no, he does play
Christian
in his
music.
church
Okay.
band, but this is his side project where it's
Okay.
actually some good hard rock, and he's actually working in studio to make us our own entrance music.
Nice.
Yeah, he's gonna make us an original track, but for now we're gonna
Well,
use songs off their EP.
Did you tell him that I want words?
I did say words.
Okay.
Yeah, I said we didn't want anything. You know,
That's the other thing we're opposite on. You don't like words. I like words.
but we like the same songs.
Yeah, a lot of same songs, but
We like the same songs, but I like it for the music. And
yeah,
he
I
likes
like
it
music.
For
I'm just I'm big on words.
well, it's kind of like how this podcast, like we both like doing it, but I do all the work and he does nothing. So I mean, we
Yeah.
both like
I wouldn't
it.
do it if I wouldn't do it if I had to do that stuff.
I know you wouldn't, and that's why I do all this bullshit. Like all those
I'm not
accounts that,
techno-
And I'm just here.
and
Yeah.
she's here to bring in the viewers because now we've currently got a bunch of people watching us, and they're here to look at your cleavage, probably.
I'm not
I
technical.
don't even have any hanging out.
Are you kidding me? Look at that.
There's nothing. I can't see anything.
I'm not technologically
You
sound.
can because you're
all right?
sitting and looking down my shirt.
Sam's like
Nobody
enough
else
about
can look down
pontoons.
my shirt.
Yeah, I'm talking about being not technologically sound. It's not my fault.
You don't have to be technical. I've been teaching myself this shit.
Yeah.
All this
You enjoy
magic.
teaching yourself.
I do.
I don't.
Oh, see, I love it.
You like space. I don't.
Oh yeah, we had that conversation today. I'm
I
into
like human stories.
I'm into space. Like I can't stop reading about like shit that goes on in space. Like all these like, and never mind. I'm gonna get blank looks from both of you, so I'm not gonna bother getting into this.
Maybe you should start a space podcast.
It'd probably be a little bit more interesting than wrestling is these days.
Wait, you always give Sam hell for saying that, and then you just say that.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, look
You're
at
right.
you.
It's just true thoughts coming out.
Yeah, sorry. No,
Sitting next to negative Nancy.
I will be honest. When we had off this, we had off.
Jerkface Johns.
What's the word?
Go ahead.
When we had off these last 3 weeks, it was a little bit liberating to not have to watch wrestling, didn't you think?
Mm-hmm. I like to not watch wrestling.
Well, I
Or
still
not have
watched
to
it.
watch wrestling.
You
Yeah.
watched it.
Like TLC, I watched on my own volition.
Well, that you should have actually watched because we had the podcast coming up, you fuck. But yeah, I mean, but
I didn't have to, though, especially with a big Eagles game on.
yeah, he doesn't have to because he doesn't have to research because he knows that I'm going to fucking fill in the gaps for him.
Research. Like, I actually watch and can formulate thoughts on the show. You're the one over here like, what can we say about what happened this week?
Because I'm so busy trying to create Patreon accounts and wrestling dork
And whose
emails.
idea
All
was-
right, boys.
Whose idea was the
boys.
Patreon account? Mine.
Calm down.
So you're the ideas man, and I'm
That's
the.
right, and that's my
Follow
idea. I
through,
was telling
man?
Oh
earlier.
yeah, he
When
wants
we
me.
start our
He wants me to
business,
start a business with
Don't
him.
give it away
but he
on the air,
wants
we
me
don't
to do.
stolen.
Let's just say this: it's a lot like the podcast,
No,
where
no.
he just does things and I do all the work.
No, it's certainly
Oh,
not.
that's exactly what it was.
Listen,
B.
I would handle all the marketing. B, you're going to be unemployed at the time.
Oh yeah, he wants me to get fired.
Yeah, which could definitely happen. And then
Yeah, it wouldn't
this
take
would be
much.
perfect. You have the skills to do a lot of that stuff.
Yeah,
I can get around and start getting the word out. I'm the mayor of Reading, you said.
you are the mayor of Reading, but you posed this
I'll
idea to
text
me.
you, hey, JB, get over here.
Yeah,
And
he posed this idea to me, and I said, "Well, okay, so I'm going to be doing a lot of literal heavy lifting. What will you be doing?" He goes, "Oh, I'm going to be marketing and running the books."
yeah,
I'm like,
I'm,
"What
the,
the fuck?
I'm the brains behind
The
it.
brains?"
Getting everything set up and coming up with
Is
new
he trying
ideas.
to say that you're going to be the brawn behind
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
In what operation am I the bronze of anything?
in operations with me, you're the brawn.
That's
I'm
like-
Bobby the Brain Heenan, you're Braun
That's
Strowman.
like me being the good-looking one in a relationship.
Yeah, I know. It's probably so you're saying it's a recipe for disaster.
It's a recipe for disaster.
I'm saying the idea though, like basically stealing that other dude's, but going further is a slam dunk idea, and because of the job I currently have,
I love how you won't say it on because our 5 viewers might steal.
like the job I have, it's impossible to like get out to do simple things like that. You know,
Right.
Like sometimes it's like, all right, I can't go for an hour and get my car washed. I can't go for an hour and just get an oil change.
Right.
And even people that can't do the work, they don't want to spend their you get so little time off in the U.S. as Pamela has noticed that on the weekends, do you want to go spend 2-3 hours on maybe getting a tire change or an oil change or whatever when you could rather spend that time with your family and your children? No. So you get it done while you're at work.
No.
That'd be nice, right? And it's for
It's-
people that have expendable cash flow.
No, it's a great idea. It really is a great idea, except for the fact that I'd be doing all the goddamn work and getting dirty all the time.
God, you're such a little bitch.
Oh, I'm a little bitch. Okay.
We could actually make some real cheddar.
It's an idea, except for the fact that I have to get fired first.
But you wouldn't have to be working 80 hours a week.
Yeah, that would be nice. I'm telling you, man, I'm off this Sunday. I can't fucking wait.
Because you work every Sunday.
I do, but I'm off this Sunday, and we have the Santa Crawl
Oh, is that when that is?
this Saturday night.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
Saturday,
you
okay.
going out? You gonna be out for
I
it?
don't know. I didn't even know what was going
We've
on.
met you out
I'm
before
going to be
for
a
it.
gingerbread girl.
Yeah, I met you guys out before, yeah.
Oh yeah, what? Tell me about your outfit.
Ooh, he wants to get a little
Yeah.
excited, if you know what I
Tell me
mean.
about that outfit.
I'm going to be a gingerbread girl.
No, tell me what it then entails.
It
Jesus.
entails
Say it in
a brown
seductive
shirt,
voice.
Ooh, wait,
a brown tutu,
a brown shirt.
red and white striped tights,
Ooh.
and decorated the shirt and the tutu so it looks like a gingerbread girl. It's got
Really?
little balls down the front.
There you go. You got
White
balls. to
stripe.
look
You
forward
got
to.
balls to look at. I can look at your balls all night.
Yes. And a cute little hair thingy with little red and white in it to kind of like match the tights.
Sounds terrible.
It's going to be cute.
Well, and I have a T-shirt I have to wear that night.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's right, you're always in
So
the
there's a
club.
group of us going, and the girls are going to be gingerbread girls. We made our costumes the other night, and then we got the guys' shirts.
And what do they say?
They say official cookie taster, and it has a
Oh,
gingerbread
geez. Get
man
it?
with missing like
Yes.
part of its leg. But yep, official cookie tasters, and we are the gingerbread cookies.
I would have offed myself though. By the way, if I was part of.
We
this
always
group.
like to have that
I
little
hate-
sexual
I hate
innuendo
group
in there.
shirts. Pamela says, back to wrestling. Do you think the
Oh.
women in wrestling are doing more and better moves recently? It's been good to see them actually wrestle. I mean, I think they're getting a more of a focus. That's clear. They were the main event of a pay-per-view. They were the main event of Raw. I mean, they're getting more exposure.
I feel like they're doing more and different moves than they normally do. Like, didn't Carmella have a move they called something? It was a different move than she's
Cone
done.
of Silence.
The Cone of Silence is
No,
such
no,
a
no,
good
no, no,
finisher.
no, no,
I
no.
wouldn't mind
They,
if
she
giving me
did
the
something and they
Cone of
called it
Silence.
the
Yeah,
Mela
I'd tap out.
something.
It's probably like a super kick, the Mela kick.
The Mela
No,
kick.
it went with like a Mela.
Well, I don't know.
Oh,
I
I
mean,
forget what it was, but they called it something. But I think that they're doing more. I don't know. I feel like they're doing different moves. They're trying out different things. I don't know. I feel
Well,
like
I
the
think-
girls are more adventurous.
I think just the fact that there was a women's tables match. I mean, that really not that much was made of that. That was the first one I can remember. I mean,
I don't know. I think that the women's matches, a lot of them have been better than the men's matches recently, just
Yeah.
because I think sometimes some women are better at showing emotion. Like kind of like John, how he's emotionless.
Oh, here we go.
Women sometimes are able to.
And granted,
tell a
it's
story
not
better.
all the women. It's not
For
all
me,
the women.
it's all the women.
She has a serious hate towards women that are there to be good looking.
Like,
No,
But she
I
doesn't
think-
mind the men that are there to be good looking.
No. Yes, I do. I enjoy the actual wrestling. I enjoy the moves. I enjoy the people that put it all out there.
Uh-huh.
Lana
I
puts
don't-
it all out there.
No, her boobs, her boobies,
Nothing wrong with that.
her tunes. That's it. She can't wrestle for crap.
Yeah, but there has to be, like, if everybody was on the same level
It would
of
be
wrestling.
super entertaining and amazing to watch.
But even the men, it's not though. Not everybody has
What
the
does
same
she?
ability.
Okay, she entertains the men, but other than that,
She's
you're
the best.
saying
She's number
But
one.
why?
Yeah,
I don't
I mean-
understand why you have to have a bad and a good. Why? I mean, like I'm not meaning bad guy, good guy, but why you have to have somebody who sucks and somebody
Well, she
who's
barely
awesome?
wrestles. It's
But
Why
her-
can't you just
her
have? Why
gimmick
can't you just
is-
have good wrestlers?
But her gimmick is that she can't wrestle and she's
Everything
good
Russian.
looking. Right. Like, that's kind of the thing. Like, if she wins,
She's more
it's...
of a manager anyway than a
Yeah, I
wrestler.
mean, she really
most
is.
of the female wrestlers now can all. And
And her wrestling
I'll
outfit
wrestle
looks
well.
stupid.
I don't like her wrestling outfit. It, like, makes her look too plain or something.
That's because her boobs aren't out.
Well, it's the
much.
same with Carmella. Carmella could be wearing something way
Well,
hotter.
they both
than
wear
that.
the fabulous Moolah type. Getup
Yeah.
From back in the day, like the singlet.
Yeah.
Well, so does Becky.
Yeah, that's weird. Actually, that's true. It's weird, like, who they choose.
She
I'm
used
sure some
to.
of them choose what they wear too, based on different things. Like Bailey wears pants, but her stomach shows. Some
Right.
people don't show their stomach. Some wear like shorts.
Like Mickey
Lana's
James.
not a tummy shower.
Yeah, no, you have, like, a theory behind that whole Lana
She must.
tummy.
I feel like she has. She either has like a weird belly button or she has some sort of stretch marks or something. She always everything. Her skirts are high.
I know
they
what
cover
Sam's
her
about to
belly
say.
button.
She has so much Lana hate. It's just I feel the room filling with Lana.
No, I'm
Lana,
telling you, they all did that
number
bathing
one.
suit picture, and she had on the bathing suit that had the thing down the middle, and it was all of them were wearing bikinis except for her. She wears skirts, but they're always up above her belly button. They come up high. She's
you're saying we should
she's
Google
sexy.
Lana's belly
She
button?
has- no, but I feel like there's
Oh, my phone
something.
Really does.
He's been looking up too many belly buttons in his day.
Gonna
I
plug
just
in
feel like there's something,
Oh, Sam's up.
but I don't know.
It is kinda-
Back to the women. I do feel like in the men too, like I don't understand why they have to be sucky people. Why can't everyone just be good? And why can't it just be entertaining?
What?
Does that bother
Well,
you?
it's not so much that everybody has to be sucky. It's just, like, sometimes
Have
they're...
you thought to hit up churches?
Yeah, we get a bunch of
Oh,
churches, but
well,
why
there
the
you go.
hell didn't this local one hit us up?
That is local. That's super local.
Yeah. Anyway.
Well, it's just sometimes... I mean, not everybody can be on the same level. So, like, you know, like, Heath Slater isn't as good of a wrestler as other guys, so his gimmick is, like, comedy. You know, he's, like, a silly guy. So why can't Lana be
You
the...
can go.
Okay, can I... Why do you have to do that? Just fucking derail
I always
the
derail
point
'cause
that I'm making.
It's not strong enough for me.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what point I'm making. It's not strong enough. It's no matter what
like,
I say.
It's like Braun Strowman is not the greatest technical wrestler, but what he does works.
Right. Right. Lana, like, she's not the greatest technical wrestler. She's not by far.
Is she entertaining?
But
Or is it just
I'm
looks?
thinking it's hard
It's
to even
looks.
judge it because Lana's
It's
not
just
even
looks because
Yeah,
she's not
but what's
entertaining
wrong- I mean,
either.
But
seriously,
Lana's
what-
not even a wrestler though. We're picking
Yeah, we're
somebody
picking-
that is
we should
super
be picking-
part-time. She's about. You'd have to almost say, fine. You want to say what women that wrestler that's wrestled full time isn't that great? Pick one of them.
Oh,
I don't even know
Pick one. Pick one. Damn it.
who wrestles full time
There's like
besides.
20 of
Well,
them.
like, I would say, like, that Sarah Logan.
Oh
And
God.
she's a rookie.
Yeah, she's not that good. Now,
What
she
about
doesn't
Alexa
have...
Bliss? She gets a lot of hate on the internet.
She does, yeah. She's actually, there you go. Alexa is not the greatest technical wrestler, but she makes up for it with, like,
She can
she
talk.
can talk and she looks good. You know what I mean? Like,
She looks
she,
very good, especially without makeup.
my
Oh, that's
goodness
right.
gracious.
this fuck over here sent me a picture of Alexa Bliss the other day without makeup, and I had no idea who it was. And then he made fun of me for not recognizing her. I'm sorry. Did you recognize her right away? Or is it?
I did.
Yeah. Well,
You thought I was talking to her on the internet.
I thought it
You're
was some chick you were
some chick
chatting
off
with.
online dating. Yeah, I'm pulling in Alexa Bliss types.
But what about, like, say, I don't know.
Pamela says she can name two female wrestlers
Who?
that aren't very good. The Bella Twins. There you
Oh.
go.
There you go.
That's true.
Exactly. That's perfect.
That's true. Definitely.
So like the Bellas, like they're not great wrestlers by far, but they get over and they work because their thing is that they are good looking and they
Nikki's got better.
can talk. Yeah, she's
Yeah,
gotten
right.
better.
They can't talk.
Yeah, they can't talk.
Come
Yeah,
on.
Come
Alright.
on,
Come on.
Nikki.
And then they,
You know.
Oh yeah, here we go.
You all suck. Like, you know. Yeah. No, they can't talk.
She does have the good entrance music, but anyway.
She has the little hip thrust
like
when she comes in. That's about the extent of her.
Hip thrust. That's that hip thrust that then she spins around in a circle.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that's all. So again, it comes down to
God.
entertaining the men
What happened to
with
Brie?
pretty girls and big boobs. So there.
What? It
There
doesn't have to
you
be
go.
big
Are
boobs.
they on break again, Brie and Nikki? Or what's going on?
Yeah, probably.
Like she botched and hasn't been on much. I guess she can't because Daniel Bryan's now the new Daniel
Oh, yeah,
Bryan.
yeah.
She should be the new Brie and come
She
out
should.
and be the same way. That'd be kind of entertaining, possibly.
Botch mode. All right, what else do you want to talk about? You guys want to hit up anything else here? I mean,
No, I think we've covered pretty much
we
everything.
pretty much have. I mean, we talked about our Sheets versus Wawa. We talked about how I don't like to touch people. Again, a lot of this was covered
on the.
in the first hour if you catch us on Twitch, which, again, check the replay out on YouTube or just go on to Twitch.
Yeah, so.
While you're on Twitch, sorry,
No, you're
make
good.
sure you hit the follow button, hit the little heart, so you actually get notified when we go live, which will be around 9 o'clock every Tuesday night. Probably not the next 2 Tuesdays because they are major holidays, but still, you want to be notified when we go live.
It's so funny. We are on long hiatus. We come back and we're like, yeah, we're not going to be around for
Yeah,
that.
I mean, who knows? We might still get together.
Yeah.
You never know because really, Christmas night, I don't do shit.
Yeah.
I mean, we could easily.
I have off
New Year's Day night.
Did you take
Right.
the day after Christmas off?
No.
Yeah, I took it off. I got that off.
Maybe we should get together Tuesday night then. We'll see. Maybe Christmas night we'll do a special Dorks Go to Christmas.
Yeah, I might spend it with people I care about more. But anyway.
Holy this fucking guy. You know, and I'm going to go into this. He says that in jest here, but when does he ever actually, like, want to hang out with us?
Case in point,
No,
I
want-
showed up.
When does
no,
he
no.
want to hang out with us?
I showed up
No.
the other night, meet you guys at a bar establishment, and as soon as I pull in, it's like, well, they're leaving.
Yeah, but guess he
And
couldn't,
then
he
we
couldn't
went to
wait
a
an
bar
extra
that
10
You wouldn't
minutes.
have liked
Then
it,
I went to another bar to meet them there, and then I realized that they were in ID mode, and
Well,
I
yeah,
didn't have an
he
ID.
couldn't have gotten in for karting, but you would have hated it there anyways. There was so much.
Why would I hate
grinding.
it there?
It was
would've
grinding like crazy. You wouldn't want to be grinding with girls.
liked it. Oh, I don't. Oh, what
There was
do
so
you
much
think?
grinding and
I'm
half
gay?
naked women.
No, it was just.
Sam, you would have hated
Yeah,
it.
I was just at Legends the other night, where with young people grinding.
Oh,
That's exactly what it was.
well, we were the victims of a switch, a swap.
Yeah, I heard you guys are into that.
You're fine.
No,
We lived. We're good. It's over.
I felt victimized. So whatever.
So you think I'm not spending enough time with you? That's funny because every time I'm sitting there at home by myself, and
Which is never.
yeah, it's all the time, every
Never.
weekend.
It's
pretty much,
never.
yes, it's all the
No,
time.
no.
I got ARP Sino night. I got ARP whatever night. I got ARP trip here, ARP trip there. So don't say that because you have a fucking social calendar. I don't. You have planned out for like months ahead. Like, we're going to this house this date, this house this date, this day this date. You do. So you can't blame me.
I just know that every
not
time that
seeing
we
me.
possibly have a time available, you suddenly are like a world traveler going to New Jersey and exotic locations.
Exactly. You'll text me like, oh, you something like about the Sixers game. Like, it comes up on a whim, whatever, and I go to a Sixers game. I think you just don't realize, you're busy. You've got a social
I think you don't
calendar.
realize you hate us.
No, I know I hate you,
Aw,
but
these
I'm
boys
saying,
have feelings.
no, I don't. I'm just saying. I put in
There are
effort.
hurt
I put in
feelings.
effort.
Oh, wait, hold on. You could say you hate
There
us.
are hurt
Do not
feelings.
lie to me and say that you put in
I
effort.
do put in
Yeah,
effort.
bullshit. I don't ever get like a, hey, what are you guys up to? Ever.
Because I don't bother you guys. You're a freaking
It's not
couple
bother.
that goes out all the time with other couples and other groups. So I'm not.
Maybe
gonna
I
say-
would say
No,
that you're
you
lucky.
won't. You aren't the man in this relationship.
Oh,
For fuck's sake,
baloney.
you have no hand. And I'm not saying that's necessarily a bad thing. I'm just saying if I'm like, hey guys, do you want to come do this with me, which is nothing, and sit at a bar? You're like, no, we're going to fucking Joe Schmo's where they have food and drinks. Yes, that makes sense to me. So I'm not going to shoot you. Why would I message you and be like, hey, what are you up to? And you're like, oh man, what do you want to do? I'm like, I got nothing going on. Like, it's going to sound like I'm fucking, like,
All right, so I'm gonna throw. So this Friday night.
I'm out.
See, it doesn't. This is what I'm talking about. I work valet till 9.
Oh, tonight, okay.
She doesn't work.
The Reading Wilson basketball
Like
game.
she works, but she doesn't. We don't have any plans after valet.
Okay.
I'm not saying we're going to do, but if I were to say, what do you
Okay,
have
cool.
Friday night?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm going to go to Reading Wilson basketball. It should be over like 8:30, 9 o'clock.
All right, we'll see. We'll see.
He's stumped.
No. I mean, we'll see. As in, like when we finally.
You'll see because you'll cancel.
Fuck! Why would I cancel? I'm off Saturday and Sunday. I'm ready to
That's
rock,
the thing.
baby.
That's the thing. You
I
always
work
have
Saturday.
you always have valet.
I do have valet a lot. I work 2 jobs.
Yeah.
You know how that is in the springtime.
I know.
You got 2
I'm
jobs.
saying, don't say I don't make an effort because
You don't make an effort. You either say yes or you say no. You don't reach out and say,
What did I not just?
So
point
this
out
is where we're gonna air out the dirty laundry.
the airing of grievances because Festivus is
Wow.
coming
it
up.
is Festivus
I
time.
don't understand why I would reach out to you unless I had somewhere to invite you.
Well, because maybe you're thinking, oh man, I feel like doing something. I wonder who's available. Let me reach out to my
I
friends.
know you're never
Or
available.
maybe we're like so far down the friend list that
Listen. There's like 2 people I reach out to, and they just have to be the 2 people that either aren't married or don't have kids. I'm not going to be able to. If I message you on a Saturday night when you have the kids, you're not going to be like, yeah.
well, yeah, no, not when I have the kids.
Right. So, bam, point. Same
But that's
way.
only every other week.
No. If you aren't possibly going to ever like, hey, we're doing it, then what's the point? You'll let me know when you're available. That's my thoughts.
All right. Well, there's a chance that I might be available Friday night.
Okay. Then
And we'll see what happens.
nothing will happen because you'll be like, turned out that we did this and then this and
You will follow up.
Yeah.
We will update you next
Yeah,
week.
we'll update you and let you guys know what happens.
Or maybe not next week if we're going on a hiatus.
Oh yeah, well we'll see. That Christmas
by
show.
the time where we probably won't be talking anymore. So
Yeah, by the time the Christmas show episode or Christmas show airs. Sorry. All right. Well, anyways, let's tie a bow on this. Let's get our plugs out there. You can follow this guy over here at the Real SCAV for fantastic high school news, high school sports news, not just news of high schools. Be kind of weird.
strange.
Yeah. Hey, Mr. Smith's math class has some
Yeah.
sweet homework tonight.
Crazy curve last week on that one test.
Follow J Lucky Sunshine for absolutely no reason
Yeah,
except for
'cause-
her nudes we can catch on there. So
Does she post nudes on there now?
of course you gotta get followers. Something. How do you think we have all these people watching us tonight? You can follow us if you have not already. I don't know how you found us at Wrestling Dorks on Twitter, twitch.tv/wrestling_dorks. Go onto our YouTube channel. I don't have the exact address if it's or if it's Wrestling Dorks. Either way, search Wrestling Dorks. You'll probably find us on there. We're the only idiots come up with that name. What are we else on Facebook? But the podcast is weekly. It is on iTunes, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Google Play, and Spotify. We are no longer part of the Tapped Out Podcast Network, so you don't have to follow them anymore.
We are the new wrestling dorks.
We are the new Wrestling Dorks. We're out on our own, so we will appreciate any and all support. Please tell your friends. I should say we are back on our own because we started on our own.
We were on our own.
We were on our own, and they
before.
wanted us.
Yeah.
Right. And then they wanted us to change. And we said, we ain't changing.
Because I changed by not changing at all.
Exactly. If that logic made sense to you, then you're our kind of
Then
listener.
you're also a Pearl Jam fan, too.
Yeah, that too. So, anywho, I'd like to thank you for listening to our new episode of The New Wrestling Dorks. We will catch you next week.
See ya.
Later.
And Pamela, thank you very much for being in the chat. I appreciate that.
I changed by not